get your face thing on here and I'll set you up.
Travel along this one day here and the next day gone. Sometimes you bend, sometimes you stand, sometimes you turn your back to the wind. There's a world outside every darkened door where blues won't haunt you anymore. Where the brave are free and lovers soar. Come ride with me to the distant shore. We don't hesitate to break down the garden gate. There's not much time left today.
Here's a highway, and it is a wet highway today, but boy, do we need it. I hope it rains. Well, you know what? Here's the thing. It's going to rain all the way, I guess, to about the noon hour. And tomorrow we're supposed to be out at my niece's farm, and it's going to be a little bit muddy out there.
A little bit?
A little bit muddy hunting them eggs with all the kiddos. But happy Easter weekend to everybody, and I hope that everybody tuned in realizes what this weekend is about. It's about our risen Savior, and I am just I just love the holidays, whatever the holiday is. But this is the most special one of all of them. So I hope everybody realizes what today is all about, and get into your family time. There's nothing more precious than family time, especially for the holidays, and good reason to get together. We're going to be barbecuing all day tomorrow and hanging out. Joining me, the man, the myth, the legend, Big Wheel Bo Carver.
Yes, and glad to be here and glad to survive the trip here because I can't believe how people drive on these freeways. Thank you. Give me a break. I mean, I'm not saying put your hazard lights on and drive 40. Now, that's pretty crazy, too. But when you're driving in this kind of
Would you rather have that or the speeders?
I'd rather have that, I think.
Yeah,
at least I can maneuver around them. But those guys that are driving 100 miles an hour, I'm serious, and I'm not kidding about that. That's not evangelistically speaking. That's fact. They're driving by 90, 100 miles an hour, flying water everywhere and splashing, and you can see them kind of swerving, and they look more like a boat than a vehicle.
Well, on 114, right when you get to Carroll Avenue, it's there's water and you can't see it, and all these cars that were flying up, one of them started hydroplaning going sideways. I'm like, yeah, how busy are you now? So slow down. You know, there's no need to be in a rush on a Saturday morning when we have a lot of rain coming down.
And what I'd like to know is how many people are in that big a hurry to where they're going. I mean, I know there's jobs out there and people waiting the last minute to get their jobs, but I don't know that that's all what it is. I think a lot of people just drive fast. You know,
fast food ain't fast enough.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, so you just go to
keep rocking and rolling hot.
Yeah,
heavy. Doesn't matter.
Good morning, Jason, back in studio. Thanks for joining us today. We got the big dog in studio with us today.
Jason, boy.
Yeah, my bill just went through the roof when you have someone of his caliber back in the studio.
Good morning, Jason.
All right,
he's ghosted us.
He ghosted us. He gone home. Good morning, Ronnie Swain. You're welcome for the conversation. We spoke for quite some time over the week about different makes and models and cars, and here we go. Phone lines are open.
And if they haven't noticed yet, we're on location with the hats we're wearing. We've got blessed with a couple beautiful Volkswagen hats, and that's where we are on location in Louisville at Louisville Volkswagen. And what a dealership this is. If y'all have never darkened the doors of this dealership, then you might want to pull in and take a look because there's some fabulous stuff here, and the dealership is extremely nice. And the service people have already shown how special they are. So that's where we are. So come see us and come see them.
833-787-1190 is the number. That's 833-787-1190. If you've got a car question, just want to have a conversation. Maybe you're lonely today. The rain's coming down and you're going, I need somebody to talk to. We're here.
Exactly.
833-787-1190. If you want to know where to go, who to see, what to do when it comes to your automotive needs, we got you covered. This was a really, really big week in the auto industry. For me, for the manufacturers, everybody is using what's going on over in Iran, which I hope that's over soon. Those knuckleheads wake up to realize they cannot win, and they need to stop. Where the great people of that country, the ones that don't want to be suppressed, that don't want to hear bombs going off, that have children, this all comes to an end, and we do. I just want to see peace in the world
For them more than anybody else, to be honest with you. I mean, that's a humanitarian issue, and to have people being controlled like that by crazy people is horrible.
Yeah. So anyway, we hope that goes through. So here's the thing. This is a great time. We're going to be talking about this for the next 4 hours to take advantage of. The market has slowed down a little bit because of the price of gasoline. But you know what confuses me about the price of gasoline is that you heard President Trump, well, if you listened to him the other night, he said, we have more oil than we know what to do with it. Buy American oil. And I'm going, if that is the case, why do gas prices keep going up? And so, and I got that, what was that noise? I got those messages quite a few times going, if we have this much oil, why are gas prices going up? If we really have that much capacity, what's going on with the oil prices? And I reached out to a couple of people in the industry, and one of them says, Kurt, would you promise not to say my name, which I'm not going to? And he's been in oil and gas forever and ever and ever. I said, yeah. He goes, the truth is, we get to make a lot of money right now.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever there's a reason to throw the flag up, we throw the flag up, and
we use that opportunity.
Yep. So,
well, that's horrible, but we know that exists. I mean, it happens.
He said there is no shortage of oil anywhere, except for the countries that are being blocked.
It's the shortest of our.
He said, but there's plenty of oil here in the United States, and he said it's one of those reasons. He said, think about it when they had the fire at the refinery. First thing, okay, let's raise prices. We have flooding in Texas. Okay, let's raise prices. And I understand that sometimes there's a reason that gasoline or oil can't get from point A to point B. But is that the reason to raise prices or just run out? And that was a point that he made. He said, well, you may see some stations that don't have any, but that doesn't mean you inflate the prices because we have it. We can't get it to point B. And we had a great conversation. We spoke for about 2 hours. I was so enlightened with the oil industry and gas price, because you usually see gas prices change when they're doing the changeover from winter gas to summer gas. That's usually when you see it, not now.
Explain to them what they do to do that.
Well, you have a different blend based on the heat
temperature.
And the cold. Yeah. And so you have a winter blend, you have a summer blend. And the winter blend kicks in starts, I believe he said production was September, going into,
spring.
We really don't have a winter here, but we have Ice Mageddon. It seems like every year now we just have Ice Mageddon for 3-4 days.
Yeah. Well, at least we've had them before. We've had 2 or 3 of those, in a year. So thank God it was only one time this year. But they service across the country and the world, so they have to look at the temperatures that happen there. But I don't know. To me, it's an interesting thing to how we always want to make Americans suffer when there's no need for it. It just align their pocketbook.
Well, the one guy that I talked to, he said, Kurt, this is just business.
Oh, wow.
And I went, well.
Okay. What do you say to that?
Yeah. But you know what? Then I was talking to another gentleman that runs an operation, which I can't say, and he was telling me how many millions of gallons of gas they sell, and they make no money on their gasoline.
Oh, that's interesting.
And I went, really? He goes, no. We make more money on B. It's not A, which is gasoline. So I was really kind of, when I saw the prices, diesel right now, I saw diesel here locally at $5 a gallon. I went, what is the real reason? And I had 3 different stories, but there was a lot of similarities on why this happens. So anyway, let's flip the switch. This is a great time to buy an automobile. It's a great time to buy an automobile because sales have backed off. People are looking at gasoline prices. But here's the thing. That would not affect me. because we know that there's daylight. We're really at the end of the tunnel on this thing, where we will see daylight. We're already seeing daylight to go make a fantastic deal on an automobile. Wouldn't even blink about it. And so I had a lot of people call me this week and go, Kurt, I was like, go take advantage. All the numbers that we're seeing are growing. I mean, the SARs, they went from 16.1 million, and they dumped it quick to like 15.4, 15.5, which is the sales annual adjusted rate. And I'm going, man, this is a time to go buy, especially if you're looking for a pickup truck. My gosh, I have never, ever, ever in my life seen prices on pickup truck like this. And so this was probably the month of March, the most phone calls I got going, Kurt, what's the best truck? If you were to buy a truck, well, I bought all of them except for one, my 3/4 ton platinum diesel, which I'm saving for.
Mhm.
Probably never get it, but it's one of those things I have on my bucket list.
Yeah, there you go. It's going to happen probably sooner than later, too.
I got to tell you what, when you drive the Ford, it doesn't drive like a Chevy and doesn't drive like a Ram. A Ram doesn't drive like a Chevy or like a Ford. A Chevy doesn't drive like a Ford or a Ram.
Or right either.
Or a Tundra.
Right.
One of my buddies, he called me up and he says, hey, man, I just don't like the way that Tundra drove. And I went, really? You sound like Ralph Paul. And he said, really? And I said, here's the deal. Let me make a phone call. So I called Drayton over at Freeman Toyota. I said, hey, get me a Tundra and SR5 with all-season tires on it. He said, oh, okay. And he knew what I was talking about. So my buddy went back over, drove the vehicle with all-season tires on it, and he called me back and he goes, I can't believe it. Tires make all the difference on a pickup truck.
Well, you always say that that's the most important thing on a vehicle is your tires.
It is 100%.
And so, well, you got to have your engine, but I mean, as far as the actual feel and running and doing all that and safety aspects, the tires are the deal.
They are. Even though you may get a low air indicator, if you don't have the right tires and one blows, there's no dummy switch coming on going, hey, you're fixing to have a blowout.
Correct.
So with that, spend the time, because the Ram Mega Cab, I mean, you get in it, and I got some big brothers, and I've been able to pile a few of them in there, and they're like unbelievable. And my brother was a big Ford guy, and now he's driving a Ram. And then I had a buddy that was a diehard Ram guy, and he just went over to Grapevine Ford and got rid of his Ram and bought a new Ford. Then I had a buddy that diehard Chevrolet. And then he went and drove the new F-150, called me up, and he goes, hey, I'm back in Ford. But it's all vice versa. I had one guy said, I will never drive a Chevrolet. Well, he went up and picked him up a new Chevrolet. So, and the thing is that they all say the same thing. I had no idea. I couldn't believe. I remember when I bought one, and this is what happened. Let me just tell you, those days are in the rearview mirror, because nobody builds a bad product. You've got to spend the time driving. That's why I tell people we're here today at Louisville Volkswagen, Fox Avenue and 35, and tell people come out and drive. It's a completely different experience.
And it's a good day to drive, because then you can test the handling of the wetness on the road and all those good things like that. I mean, it's a good day to do that. And if if it handles really good in this kind of weather, then when it's nice and sunny, you'll be able to romp it.
Well, the other thing, too, is if you have flaws in your tray, they may not see them so well.
Yeah, that's a good point, too.
I talked about it on one
fog.
show. I went, hey, the best time to get your car appraised is when it's raining. And, man, I had a couple of dealers call me, hey, you're a real piece of work. And I went, hey, just helping the consumers out. They wouldn't have been there if I hadn't have said it.
That's true.
And so one of the guys goes, yeah, my recon went up. I went, well, maybe you ought to put it on the service drive and dry it off. I don't know what to tell you. But, it's all about you, the consumer, helping you with all your automotive needs. Whether you're buying, selling, trading, leasing, parts, service, or body shop, we want to be there to help. Go to theautomotiveedge.com. That's theautomotiveedge.com. Shoot me a message. Let's help you out. Quick break. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
It's my favorite thing.
There we go. Just cutting your head off.
You know what this background reminds me of? Scarface.
It's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
And they're sitting at the dealership, and they're back there in the conference room, and that was looks like the picture back in the conference room when Tony Montoya. Is
I
going.
guess I need to watch that now again.
Telling
It's been a long time since I've seen that. I need to watch the God. Do you ever watch The Godfather? All
But
of them.
I could
Just read
play
the
a
lines.
role in The Godfather.
I need to go back. I need to. I don't even hardly remember. I'm done sure I've even seen it.
Tombstone,
I love that.
Remember the Titans, and The Godfather.
For your top three.
I will never stop watching.
I have one issue with the Titans, but that's other than that, it's a really good movie.
Yeah, how couldn't you have an issue with Remember the Titans?
Because how they forced the issue a little bit. I'm not saying it didn't need to happen, but I wished it would not. And I know
Well,
it
that's
happened.
true story.
Yeah, I know.
I thought it was the way they. I love the part where Dean and Jerry.
Oh, that was fun.
Can I get everybody's attention?
Yeah,
Today we
got
have
it.
Dean and Jerry,
Yeah.
a couple of comedians.
Exactly.
Your parents here, Dean? Yeah, that's your mother. Hey,
What's the actor?
Denzel Washington.
Yeah, what?
Oh.
Dude, that guy's a monster.
The best.
And he played that role so great. He just has a real delivery about himself that just overtakes you when he talks. You know, so it's a good movie. In fact, I love the movie. Our movie selection's a little bit different. Like my top movie is Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Oh, yeah.
And then
top 10.
Sling Blade is up there.
Top 10.
And then The Green Mile.
Top 10.
Well, I guess we're kind of on the same page.
Yeah. That.
What did you think about the 11-22-63?
I hate you.
You know, why do you hate me?
Because we're still. Melinda won't turn it off.
Well, I didn't think it's that
How
long.
many seasons is there?
I don't think it's that many, really, is it?
don't
Didn't seem
know.
to be that many series.
Yeah, we're caught up in it. He's
Yeah, I love that movie.
what's the deal here? Where are we at on it? He's in the hospital and he's unconscious. They beat the snot out of him.
Okay, from
and he's
when?
in the hospital. And
No,
he hadn't woke up yet.
okay. There's
So
some good
that's where
stuff left. I really
I'm tired
enjoyed
of
it.
watching it.
You
I mean,
don't
there's just so many twists and turns.
I know, but
and
that's what's
on
great
and
about
on.
it. That's what's
And
great
so
about it.
Melinda's like, she'll look at me. It's like 10 o'clock at night. She'll look over.
One more.
I know when she looks at me,
One
it's going
more.
to be one more.
One more. Well, I get the same thing at my house
So,
too.
Homeland was one of the best. We watched it. And absolutely incredible. The ending was exactly I thought. Melinda hated it because every episode I could figure something out. In fact, in the one that we're watching, what is it? 11-23-63?
11-22-63.
So when the phone rings,
That's the day that Kennedy was shot.
Yeah, I said, it's her husband. And Melinda looks at me and she goes, no way. And sure enough, he's like, there's so many things that I can look into a movie.
Kinda see.
Yeah, kind of see. And she's like, I don't know how you do that. But
Well,
anyway,
you
it's
got that gift of figuring it out, I guess.
yeah, really.
But what do you think about the cars and but going back in that era of time?
Oh, I loved it.
You know, it's pretty sweet. And the
Just
goal.
think how many people have brought their vehicles in for those movies. 'Cause there's a bunch.
I know. I was thinking about that. Well, they probably paid to have them do that.
Well, they do.
Yeah. One good reason to have a car like that. Let's tell them where they can find us on our social media stuff. Good morning, Miss Melinda. We're just talking about you.
833-787-1190 is the number. That's 833-787-1190. If you want to know where to go, who to see, and what to do when it comes to your automotive needs, we've got you covered. There's not a make or model we can't help you with. There's just not. I had a guy the other day call and kind of yank my chain. He goes, hey, I'm looking for a Bentley. I'm like, okay, great. Which one are you looking for? And then he kind of stopped.
He was just trying to test you.
He goes, man, I was just checking.
I wasn't even interested in a Bentley. I just want to know if you knew where to find one.
Yeah, so I was going to flip you over to Simon Crosley over at Avondale Motors. And he goes, you really do know people. I got people. In the auto industry, I got people.
Exactly. Well, you've been in it for about, 75 years?
Yeah. Me and Henry Ford grew up together.
There you go.
Bo, how can people find us?
And thanks for joining us here on Talk Radio 1190, an iHeartMedia network station out of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. So if you're tuned into the radio station, that's where we are. You found us. But then you can find us on our social media sites as well while we're live streaming audio and video. On the Automotive Edge Facebook page. That's the Automotive Edge Radio Show Facebook page. And then on our sister Facebook page, which you can find us maybe a little easier if you don't want to enter that, is Shifting Gears. That's Shifting Gears. You all right over there?
Ooh.
Right, fall asleep?
A bit yawn. We're at Abacare, so I didn't have my Sparks morning, but I'm on my which I only have a cup of coffee now. I'm on my second one already.
I still haven't got my Avocare you promised me, but that's another story for a later time. Yep. So you can find us on those two spots on Facebook. We're also sharing them from our personal pages if you're friends of ours already. So that's where we are, and we're doing it while we're doing our radio show. And then we continue these off when we go on the breaks on radio. We still keep rolling. So join us if you want to make a comment or question. You can do that in the comment section. You can also find us in LinkedIn. Now that's under Kurt Chase. That's KURTCHASE. And then on the Bada Bing Bada Bang YouTube. Now this is where we would like for you to help us out. If you go to YouTube and then search the Automotive Edge Radio Show, it'll pop up. And we were live feeding there as well. And then just hit that subscribe button as soon as it pops up, because it'll help us raise what we're trying to do to folk out there to help them with all their automotive needs. And we're having Kurt's doing a lot of shorts, videos, and some stream things that show things different about vehicles. So you learn a lot by doing that. So we'll ask you to hit the subscribe button and then also tune in to us on our radio show there as well.
There you go. 833-787-1190 is the number. That's 833-787-1190. Live today, Louisville Volkswagen, 35 Fox Avenue. Coming up, joining us here in just a little bit, Big Dan Smith will be hanging out with us and talking Volkswagen on his new venture as general manager here at Louisville Volkswagen. And I've known Dan for years and years and years and years. Him and his old buddy David Elatrosh that were all working together. We been buddied up, and then
I think they still have the senior alert out for Dave.
I found him.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Wow.
I found Dave.
Well, is he kicking?
He kicking. Yeah. Yeah. He's kicking it.
Good for Dave.
Yep. So come on out right now at Louisville, 307 for a Tiguan. Get this $246 a month for a new Volkswagen Jetta S. $361 for an Atlas. Now I'm going to tell you, if you're looking for an SUV, a really good size SUV that's a big one, a big throw and go, ride, handling, comfort, and color. I love this blue one on the showroom floor.
That's gorgeous.
I love blue.
You know what I love? You talk about a lot of times how the front ends are so you're not happy with a lot of them these days. That's a beautiful front end right there. I mean, that doesn't overpower you with, here I am, just this big front end. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. And I love the big VW emblem on it. Beautiful color, too.
Yeah, VW will take you down a great memory path.
Oh, no doubt. My first three vehicles were Volkswagen, so that's my memory path.
Yep. So you got a bunch of vehicles that you can get here under $350 a month on a lease. And so here's a great thing. You get a great car with good gas mileage. Low cost of ownership, and the thing about it is you got great resale whether you're buying or leasing the automobile. So they got a few ID buzzes still here on the property. They are going away, and I'm hoping and praying that they're going to come back with these really cool greens and blues and yellows and put a freaking hybrid motor.
Well, it's a beautiful vehicle. I remember, in fact, if
you look at the one over here on the sign here with the green and white,
right.
That's so retro.
It's classic.
Yeah, it takes you back to
the day.
Yeah, a cool place. And Volkswagen is one of the few manufacturers that can get away with the old school colors.
Oh, yeah. And it's I really have not seen one inside, but I looked inside of this one. That
it's big.
It's fantastic, and you could live in that sucker if you wanted to. So, I mean, you're right. I hope that they do not get away from the actual vehicle itself, but change the internal workings from the motor aspect, they will sell a boatload of them.
That's right. 833-787-1190. Your thoughts on any make or model, any questions about where to go, who to see, what to do when it comes to your automotive need, let us help you out. The tax man cometh, and a lot of people are contacting me going, hey, how much cash do I need now? What do I need to put on this vehicle? I'm like, let's get your car appraised and look at your financial setup in order to help you out. Because you may not need any cash down there. Excuse me. There are so many vehicles out there with massive incentives on them right now, where you can drive off the lot in equity.
And every dealership we go to are begging for your car. They're not, they'll just buy it. I mean, Dan said that last week when he called in. If you don't want to buy one of ours, we're willing to buy yours. So that's another thing is come here and Dan will make you a deal and you'll be happy. But then look at trading and get that extra money with the trade that they're willing to work with you to get for fantastic vehicles that they have here.
Well, I was telling a couple of buddies, right now is one of the coolest times to go out and drive and test drive. And so I had a couple that called me the other day and said, hey, wanted to say thanks. We've never called in on your show, but we've listened. We went out and we test drove, and we bought something that was not even on our radar. We just figured, what the heck, grins and giggles, let's pull in and drive it. And they called me up and they told me what they bought. And she said, that wasn't even in our top 10, but we had no idea. And he said, we were listening to you talk about your top 3 favorite SUVs. And
decided to check one out.
And we're like, we haven't even seen one. There's not even one in our neighborhood. And,
right.
And the guy goes, actually, at work, I went through the employee parking lot. I didn't even see one. I didn't even see that brand. And now they're the proud owners of one sitting in their driveway.
Yeah, don't be swayed by what you see out there by a lot of people driving, because there's those secret ones that are, hidden, that are jewels.
Yep.
In the haystack, as they call them.
That's right.
They're diamonds, so don't underestimate that. Test drive. Kurt says it's always about that. That's the bottom line. Drive the car. Don't just take it around the block. Spend some time in it. Get the feel of it. Drive your habits that you drive and make the decision on what it does for you. That's end of story, really.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Go out and have fun. And here's the thing with the Automotive Ed Radio Show, we can make the phone calls. I've got 9 people going out to test drive today, hopefully still. I mean, you can still drive a car in the rain. Eventually, you're going to drive in the rain anyway. Might as well see how it handles.
That's what I said a while ago. This is the best time to figure one out.
And they said, we want to deal with this. We don't want to deal with that. And I said, you don't have to. And they said, what do you mean? I said, I got you hooked up. And so yesterday, we had 2 people out driving going, you're not going to believe this. We pulled up. We gave them our driver's license and insurance. We spent a little over an hour and a half. We actually went to lunch in it.
That's cool.
And came back. And I said, and they said, we're negotiating a car deal. That's the way you do business, is spend the time driving. Negotiating is difficult if you're not fully in love with the vehicle. If you're not in love with the vehicle, it's like, well, if I were to buy it, I'd pay this. And you know what? If you don't like the vehicle, go drive and find something that you really like and fall in love with. Don't this brand loyalty. People talk to me all the time about brand loyalty. I said, you were so shooting yourself in the foot with brand loyalty by not getting out and enjoying all the great vehicles that are available in the auto industry right now.
It's like eating one dish all the time. I get that you might like a good old steak, but every now and then you might want a good piece of fish or, something else that would just knock your socks off. So give it a shot. It doesn't, what's it going to hurt you? And the other thing is that what it will hurt you if you don't get in touch with Kurt to help you walk through some of these decisions you're making. You might be throwing a lot of money out that window driving down the road, because if you don't know what you're getting into in today's market with the issues with the value of your trade.
Have you thrown money out the window before?
Literally? I've never done that. But I think I've seen money fly out. If I had it on the dash, and it goes wind and got it, I think that's happened. But either way, if you don't give yourself a chance to be able to talk to Kurt about whatever it is, thank you, sir. I got one over here. then you could be just, what's the old saying? You can pay me now or pay me later.
That's right.
Don't pay later. Get it done right the first time, and Kurt can walk you through it. How many deal? I don't even know how many deals you've actually set up for people that they walk in, and it's just about 3/4 done. How many you think?
Oh,
Most of them, isn't it?
just
If they call you,
well, there's some that just say, direct me to a dealer.
all right, I got
But
that.
the majority go, hey, do you have an idea what my vehicle's worth? Do you?
That's a big one.
And let's talk credit. And I tell them, hey, do me a favor right now. Hang up. Go on to Equifax or Experian, either one. Register. You can cancel at any time and pull your Equifax and Experian. And let's take a look at that bureau and see what it says. And I can direct you right down the pipeline. In fact, I had one that had a 623 yesterday and went, can you get me under 10%? And I'm looking at the bureau. I'm going,
well, absolutely. I could tell you
time
that.
out. So I called the dealer and I said, hey, are you standing by? He said, yes. So I took a snapshot and sent it over to him. And I said, what do you think? And he said, I think we can get him at 3.9.
There you go.
I called him back and I told him who to go see. And they called me and they went, what can we do for you? I said, a handshake, hug, or a prayer. I'll take all three.
And that's the thing. There's no charge, no cost for you to have that service. And I think that's the biggest thing.
But you know what he said to me when I said that?
What?
What's the gimmick? What's the catch?
That's what I always say.
He goes, I know what it is. You're brokering with the dealer and getting money. I said, well, here, let me help you.
They call it kickback.
They're not even a sponsor. And they've already, you wouldn't believe how many dealers, when I send them somebody, they send me a link to get $100 into my, or 200, one was 250 the other day into, well, do you have Zelle or PayPal or this? We want to send you money. I went, no, can't do that. But here's what we can do. If you want to cut a check and put / adopt a teacher, we'll turn that into school supplies. But I can't take cash or broker deals when a consumer calls. That's not the deal.
So that's the biggest thing I think people have a brain block about is that's, hey, well, we should be on a break, shouldn't we? I think we went past time.
Well, keep going.
Oh,
there we go.
We're going to take a short break here on the Automotive Edge radio show. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Morning, Dave. Don't forget me, Dave. I know we're not in the same group anymore, but don't forget you and your lovely wife, Norma. Don't forget us.
They probably wanted to get out because of you.
No, they wanted to stay there because of Melinda.
Oh, that's true. Well, I think they adopted her and took her with them.
No, Melinda's there on Wednesday night with me.
Still there?
Yeah, she's still there.
Well, how long is that going to last?
You got to ask Melinda how long she's going to hang around. She keeps telling me forever.
Well, we've heard a lot of things about Jerry Jones too, haven't we?
Yeah, but he's going to be around forever.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's around forever.
Well, Zachary went over and got a banana bag.
How did it go?
And he goes, you know what? He said, I'm sitting there talking to this girl, and she couldn't have been any nicer, Sydney.
Okay, cool.
Then Barbara Ann walked in. He goes, that's got to be her daughter.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he goes, Dad, there's no doubt that's her daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Said,
except for the red hair.
Yeah, she's sweet as pie.
Well, they've got two great people working in that doctor's office, and if you don't know what we're back already, I guess. I'm not sure where we are.
I don't know where we are. But anyway, he said that
did it get him a good lift?
He goes, on the way home, he was like, Dad, I feel this.
Yeah.
I'm like, good for you. It should. Intravenously. It's not like taking a pill and waiting for it to kick in.
What we're talking about is a high dose vitamin, what they call a banana bag, which is an IV. You go and get like you would if you were getting an IV at a hospital, and it takes about 45 minutes to an hour for the drip. But this is the difference, because you can go to some of these places. It's like a retail outlet kind of place and get something like that. But these are all the vitamins you can get. 15 combinations of vitamins, along with a cleanse, colon cleanse, liver cleanse, things like that. And boy, when I got mine, I still feel great. And you know what? Something that's kind of interesting is I had real trouble with hiccups a lot when I'd start eating, and I couldn't stop them. I'd have to go out.
Hey, can you guys hear me at all?
Now we do.
Can you hear me at all?
Now we do. Now we do. Can you hear us?
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
We hear you now.
Perfect. Thank you.
We got you, baby.
God bless.
We weren't hearing you before, I guess.
I don't know what was going on. All right.
So are we live or are we on break?
We are at break right now. You got 20 seconds coming back. Thanks,
Thank
boys.
you, buddy. But you know, when I took that, I haven't had that at all. And Barbara M was telling the doctor that, and she said, "Well, he was probably deficient in some vitamins that was causing those hiccups." And I haven't. I said, "So, boy, that's changed my life. Just that." And I was having them every time I would eat, and I'd have to take a break and go clear it out before I could eat anymore. But I felt real calm going home. Remember I told you that? Had that real calm feeling, but a lot of energy.
Yeah.
Like it was a combination of the both, which was weird. So go get your banana bag.
833-787-1190 is the number. That's 833-787-1190. This segment show goes to the great folks over at Driver's Edge Auto Repair. This is a great time with the weather changing. Go get your car checked out. If you go to mydriversedge.com, that's mydriversedge.com. Here's the thing. Click on the coupons. Don't go anywhere else till you go to mydriversedge.com. You click on coupons and you start downloading them to save on taking care of your automobile. Real Oh boy, there went that commercial right down. I'm not getting paid for that one.
Oh, there he is. Beautiful.
I'm trying to be so serious
Beautiful.
and talk about a sponsor and what happens. Morning.
What's up, my brother?
So download
Great
their
seeing you, man. You look
coupons and then find a location near you. Go to mydriversedge.com. That's mydriversedge.com. A 22-year sponsor of the Automotive Edge radio show. And there's a lot of freebies on there right now. There's a lot of tire specials on there right now to make sure that you're taken care of. So they don't winterize, they don't summarize, they only do the work needed at the time. And right now they've got some incredible specials on oil changes, a bunch of different things going, mainly tires. You don't have to go to the big box place anymore. You can go to mydriversedge.com, find a location, get your tires. That's mydriversedge.com. So here's one thing that I want to clear the air with. Quit listening to gossip when buying an automobile. Quit listening to it. My friend said, my neighbor said, my brother said, my buddy, I get so tired of hearing that. I said, but did you drive the car? Well, you know, I plugged that vehicle on. They said it was worst experience. Get this. I had one couple on the phone and I gave them a car and they told me everything they were looking for. So let me give you my top three. And they went, oh, hang on. We had a friend. I said, when did they have it? You know what they told me? 1986. I went,
is that friend still even alive?
yeah, that car probably hadn't changed a bit since 1986. I don't know, just thinking out
That's
loud.
hysterical.
And I went, 1986. Really?
It happens. Nothing's changed since then.
And he goes, well, you're number three, my old next door neighbor. And I said, when did you live there? 2004. And I went,
It's still a pretty good ways.
Between 1986 and 2004, major changes. And then 22 years later, do you think that vehicle's still the same?
No, it's the same.
It's the same.
Exactly. No
Yep.
difference than that 1986.
Same old radial tires,
Roll down windows.
Yeah.
Same thing.
wingtip air conditioning, And she goes, well, what do you think about it? And I'm like, go drive the car. So anyway, I said, okay, here's the thing. I'm going to buy you lunch if you'll go drive these three. And he goes, really? I said, yep. I said, what do you like for lunch? He goes, Outback. Done.
Cool.
So
that awesome blossom, they call it. The onion.
yeah, I don't
onion.
like that.
I'm not a
I'm
big
not a
fan
fan,
of it.
yeah.
That's what they sell.
You know, I
big
knew the guy that invented that.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah, one day he told me, he goes, I invented the awesome blossom. And I went, what? And he goes, yeah.
What's his name? Blossom?
No.
That's pretty cool, though.
So
That's not
anyway,
bad.
they went to lunch and he texted me over his receipt, $38 for lunch. Okay, I'm a player. And so the very first one he drove, he called me up and he goes, you know what? You ain't got to worry about that lunch. I said, what? No. What happened? He goes, we can't believe what we just drove. So when you go online, I said, well, I saw all these reviews. Let me just help you with something. it's two things why people give bad reviews for the most part. Now, I do know that there are problems with cars, and there's cars that need this and they need that, whatever the case may be. But the two main reasons why people make bad reviews and post stuff, you know what they are?
I would think that one might be they weren't happy with their trade.
Nope.
Okay. Then I won't give you the second one because it's not any better.
Buyer's remorse.
Oh, okay. I got you.
They're going, well, I was over at Bo's house and we're having dinner and he told me what he paid for his. And I went, oh, wait a minute, I got ripped off. And when you actually look at the paperwork, there were two different vehicles, whatever the case may be. Or the second is they didn't spend the time driving the vehicle and there was things on there they didn't like. Didn't make it a bad vehicle. It just wasn't that good. I went out the other day and bought a suit. And I went into one place and a nice suit place, and the girl was horrible. She no more cared about me being there than a man in the moon. And these were not cheap suits. A $500 suit. That's a lot of money for a suit.
Yeah.
For me. And I went, have a good day. She goes, okay. And I walked out. And it was pretty much what I wanted. I went to another place, and I actually settled for a nice suit because I couldn't find anything else. I just kind of settled for it. And actually, I was looking at it the other day going, I think that's going to be just a regular sports coat. I don't think that's going to be part of, because I got rid of 11 suits because I can't, they're too big for me now. And so I had buyer's remorse. There's a lot of people that have that, and you've got to be careful when you're making that decision. 787-1190, 833-787-1190. Quick break. We'll be right back.
Yeah, it's a wet day here in North Texas. If you're in North Texas, be out there driving, be safe, and
yay for the rain.
Come and see us here at Louisville Volkswagen, Fox.
35 and Fox Avenue.
And this dealership is beautiful, and Dan Smith, general manager, is fantastic. And we're here too to come greet us and meet us and get an autograph from the awesome Kurt Chase, who's been in radio for 23 years. And I'll even furnish the tattoo ink. I want to see I wonder if anybody would get a tattoo that has Kurt on it. Think Melinda would?
No, I wouldn't want her to.
Why?
I'm out. I don't like tattoos.
That might be the way she'll stay forever. We get a QR code on.
But if it comes down to where she's staying for a tattoo,
oh, look at the man, man right there. Hey, listen, I commented on that gorgeous picture of you a while ago at some church. What was it? Yeah, boy, she's beautiful. You did good, man.
Oh, was one of these for Bo?
They were both for me, weren't they?
He was a real suck up to Melissa in the back, and now Dan, you're so beautiful. What's the deal here?
Well, did
he apply for a job?
Well, he'd hire me. Why wouldn't he? That's cool. But no, it's crazy out here today, so be safe. But this is a good day, like Kurt said, come and bring your trade in.
Where'd you see Dan's picture?
On Facebook.
Well, I wonder why I'm not on Facebook.
Well, you're on. Well, you probably didn't see it.
2 minutes.
Man, I wonder how much we're going to have to pay to have Jason in studio today. He is the big dog. He is the legend in radio.
We might want to just shut up now.
You going to let me do some driving with music today?
Yes, you bet.
Sir.
All right, cool.
Whatever you want to play, you're in charge.
I didn't want to throw you guys for a loop and then be like, hey, what the heck?
But do whatever you feel like doing, brother. We'll salute you.
We'll have some fun.
Okay, awesome.
Good to hear you, boys.
You too, brother.
Sorry, I couldn't figure. I was having a little bit of a tech issue there. I had to restart something, so we're good to go now.
John Wright says, shave your head, Kurt, and tattoo a third nipple on top of your head. Something we could say off air, I guess.
Good morning, Robert Coronado Sanchez.
That's funny. It's funny.
put a nipple tattoo on my head. There we go.
I like that. Well, John Wright's on fire this morning, and he's in Vegas, so that's probably
Go
the reason.
figure. He ain't been asleep yet.
No, he's running on
60, and then we'll have a quick break coming back, and then need to go one more spot block.
All right. Yeah, what he's doing is he's been up all night. He's already started on his hair of the dog with some Bloody
I'm
Marys.
sure. Oh, he's probably already past that already. Although it's is it 2 hours behind us or hour? Hour in Vegas.
Hour.
Yeah.
I got my doctor's in Vegas. She called me yesterday about a appointment and said, "Yep, my husband and I are headed to Vegas."
Well, good.
I went, "Good for you."
I've never been.
You ever been to Vegas?
Mm-mm. I'm afraid to go.
Well, I don't gamble. We go there for the shows and the food.
Right.
There's one that I want to go to called the Longhorn. It's supposed to have the best seafood in the world. And we went and saw Phantom of the Opera. We went and saw Lance Burton.
Cool.
I took my son there for NADA.
Oh, that's cool.
And yeah, not NADA. What's it called? But anyway.
An auto show, auto thing.
Yeah, it was a week long, and yeah, it was great.
Long as I been coming down. Clouds of mystery
What a great song.
It's John Fogerty. Isn't it?
Yep.
on the ground.
Yes, it, Chase.
Goodness truly
833-787-1190 is the number. That's 833-787-1190. Live today, Louisville Volkswagen. Come out. This is a different driving experience. I'm telling you, if I was to blindfold you, there's about 3 cars I could put you in, and you would think it's the same car. So I would unblindfold you, not put one on you, have you drive the car, and then put you another one and go, I'm kind of in the same car. Well, Volkswagen, you would know you're in something totally different. The ride, the drive, the handling, and the sound is completely different from anything on the road. So come on out here and experience it. They got several cars under 300 on a lease. They're making all sorts of crazy deals to move inventory. You got a couple of the ID Buzz left that they want to move very, very quickly. And then you get to come out and meet the great people. My good friend, Dan Smith, is the new general manager. And you can feel the attitude here on the showroom floor from the management team to the salespeople. When you got a GM out here shaking hands and hello, and they're nothing better because it starts at the top. That's Louisville Volkswagen, 35 in Fox Avenue. Come on out. We're going to be here the noon hour. Carver Bow, no sleep for the wicked with a double shot Bloody Mary.
Yeah, he's out there.
He is
wound up, baby.
Hey, this segment of the show goes to the great folks over there at Freeman Toyota on the affordable side of the Metroplex, 183 and 820. Stop in and see BJ Stankovic, Jerry Patterson, the gang over there. See my buddy Drayton, one of the coolest salespeople you can meet when getting your Toyota. Go to freemantoyota.com. That's freemantoyota.com, and look at the leases they have available right now. There's some inventory that is still on order. Some of the vehicles that they're really trying hard to get in, the new RAV4 Hybrid, the Grand Highlander. There's some products out there that are trickling in that people are putting their names on, which you can do. Leave a deposit, put your name on it. Remember, you get more and pay nothing at Freeman Toyota. 7-year, 100,000-mile service contract for $0. It's not on the addendum. They don't throw it in on the price of the vehicle. Dane Miner, the general manager, wants you there for a very, very long time. And the cool thing is that with Toyota, you get 2 years of Toyota care. They do all the general maintenance on your vehicle. Then on the 3rd year, he's going to throw in another tire change, tire rotation, oil change. Then on top of that is 7-year, 100,000-mile service contract. So when you go to trade it, all they got to do is pull up your service records. They've got everything on file, and boom, there is the money. He's got it down. He's got it happening. And when you show up on the showroom floor, you'll see the same faces all the time. The place, Freeman Toyota on the affordable side of the Metroplex, 183 and 820. Stop in and ask for BJ or Jerry and let them know you're listening to the Automotive Ed Radio Show. All right. 833-787-1190. That's 833-787-1190. I did get a text going, yeah, listen to my neighbors too much. Don't talk to people about other makes and models. Now, if you see one and they've been driving it for a while, you're going to get their feedback. But here again, we're all built differently. We all have different blind spots. We all rotate our heads differently. We may have a back issue, or you may be short-legged or long-armed or whatever the case may be.
Dinosaur arms.
Spend the time driving the car. And I had a lady go, you know what, Kurt? I actually took it to Walmart and I put it in a parking place and I backed it up and it was great. The car was coming by and it beeped and I knew to hit my brakes. And what a great time I had going out and test driving. And it took 6 vehicles and I found one that I absolutely loved. And my husband told me I was crazy. He goes, well, just get what you want. She said, you know what? I bet he's driven that vehicle 10 times. I said, there you go. So many people don't like going out shopping for cars. They say it's too stressful and there's too much pressure and they won't let you leave and they just keep working. Well, you know, that's why you have Kurt Chase here on the Automotive Edge Radio Show. You don't have that problem with me. I've got a couple today that's set up to drive 7 different vehicles. And you know what they all say? We don't want to do this. We don't want to bother you. It's no bother. This is what I do 6 days a week from 7A to 6P. 6 days a week. Unless I go to the 5 o'clock service at church, and then it's 4P on Saturdays. But other than that, we're wide open helping you, the consumer, making sure your automotive needs are taken care of. Spend the time driving. Can't tell you enough. It's amazing. I just love the stories when people say, I can't believe I bought this vehicle. We had one couple that would only buy a sedan, drove every sedan in the world, and then they drove home a minivan. He goes, you're not going to believe this. We drove 11 different vehicles, everything from the Lexus sedans, the Camry. I mean, they're telling me all these cars they drove. I said, wow. And he goes,
30 seconds.
Guess what we bought? I was totally off. He goes, I'll bet you, what do you say on the show? You bet me a Dr. Pepper? He goes, I'll bet you Dr. Pepper. And then he goes, hey, we bought a minivan. I'm like, how funny is that? So too many great products, too many great people. Let us help you out. 833-787-1190. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back.
I feel like I'm living in the 80s, this music.
Wow.
I don't know. It's when these songs were out.
Who's this?
Got on tip of my tongue. I can't call it.
Annie Lennox.
Annie Lennox.
What band was she in?
There you're
The Rhythmics. Thank you for the lead. The lead in the prefix.
I think she has one of the coolest. You don't even hear from her anymore.
Well, she's probably about 99 years old, isn't she?
No. And I've heard her sing some other people's songs on TV, different events. That lady can sing.
Yep, I agree.
Hey guys, and just so you know, I do have a caller. He's going to call back in about 5. I told him we were going to break. His name's Al. He'll be calling from North Dallas.
Okay, great. Thanks.
So yeah,
Al Capone.
Stevie
Yes,
Nicks.
Oh,
Stevie Nicks is another one.
yeah.
Annie Lennox, another one. There's a couple out there that I really, really enjoyed listening to.
Well, I love Gladys Knight.
Oh,
Man, and she doesn't get the praise like some of the other ones got in that category of the soul. But man, I can't tell you how many times that when
one of my favorite songs was Gladys Knight.
Yeah, I heard it through the grapevine.
Midnight Train.
Woo. Well, the Midnight Train to Georgia is good too.
Yeah.
But
what did you say?
Midnight Train to Georgia. That's the one. That's my favorite.
I was going to say, yeah, that's not heard it through the grapevine.
Yeah, I do the moves like they do, the pips.
I was like, where did he come with
I
that?
know. I don't know what I got that. But no, that's a great song,
Yep.
and she's great. She's awesome.
You know, I listen to all the old music, and I like not only the old disco, but the old music. And you know, the other day I was driving down the highway and was just having a time of listening to Frank Sinatra. I Did It My Way. Love that song.
Yeah, very good song, and it's an oldie but goodie. And it's the kind of music you hear at Joe's Italian Restaurant in Justin, Texas.
You remember the Fifth Dimension?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Up and away. I was going, man. And my son was with me, and he goes, "Hey, Dad, you know you don't always have to go to your playlist. You can push this button, and this music's similar too."
Oh, that's cool.
I didn't know that. So anyway, man, I'm sitting there listening to
Osmonds, you getting those?
the Osmond didn't come up, but they did have some cool songs out there. But Tom Jones, She's a Lady came on.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh
good
my
stuff right
God.
there.
My mom used to sit in front of the TV, and my dad would just shake his head. He usually read the newspaper because she would watch Engelbert Humperdinck,
Oh yeah,
and then right after that, Tom Jones.
just the same
And,
person.
what disgusted me about the whole thing is handing girls sweaty rags.
Elvis did that.
Yeah. I mean, they take a scarf, a nasty old scarf, and hand it to a lady. And then they start screaming like almost pass out.
We should try that. Y'all come here to Louisville Volkswagens. We'll sweat and give you a rag.
He will. I
Well, the
won't.
problem is I don't sweat.
Oh, yeah, you're out. Then why did you make that offer?
Maybe they'd make me sweat if the right people come
I'm
in.
out. I never understood that.
I don't know. It's just
Women screaming. You know, I was watching this.
I think it's more about getting just something from them, more than the actual sweat part of the deal. Like, so if you had a rag or a towel, and for the rest of your life, you go, I got this at an Elvis concert from Elvis.
You know, I was watching this thing about the British invasion and watching these ladies scream and pass out. I'm like, really? I don't get it. I never understood. I was, the only person that wowed me that I've ever met. And I just tell you, I got to have lunch with Stevie Nicks.
There you go.
I got to hang out with Richard Petty. I got to hang out and have dinner with Chris Stapleton. There's so many people that I've got to meet, but there was only one that blew me away.
And who's that?
Roger Staubach.
All right. Well, of course.
Out of everybody that I've met and shaken hands with and done things with, he was the only one that there was really a wow factor. The only one.
Well, the wow factor's just about to enter the studio with us.
Well,
right
I'm sitting there with Chris Stapleton. I didn't
Man,
know.
it's so good to see you, brother. You look fantastic, man.
I didn't know who he was until they told me. I was like, I said, "What do you do for a living?" He goes, "I sing music." And I went, "Great. What kind of music you sing?" But he's looking at me going, "You got to be kidding me.
You don't know who this guy
Do you know
is?
who that is?" And I went, "Yeah." It said his name was Chris.
Chris something, huh?
Yeah, I was like, okay, his name's Chris.
You haven't heard of Chris, right?
And so anyway, but I'm over delivering Charlie Waters a vehicle
Right.
when I was general sales manager when Mr. McDavid owned McDavid. And I showed up and Bob Bruning was there and Randy Hughes and Cliff Harris and Charlie. And I'm sitting there and I bring Charlie his Honda Passport. And it's Christmas time. And I said, well, I'm going to run. And then in walks Roger Staubach. He goes, "This is my buddy Kurt Chase. He's helped me out with the vehicle." And
That's pretty
he goes,
cool.
"Great. You staying for lunch?" And I went, I couldn't even talk. I was like, "Yes, I am."
Yes, I am.
Roger
You better believe
Staubach
it.
made me a plate of food.
How about that?
And
huh?
I'm in the bathroom on my StarTech flip phone telling my brothers, "You're not going to believe this. Staubach just made me." So anyway, I got invited into his office, sat in his chair with all the cowboys around me and got a picture. That was one of the greatest days of my life.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Stevie
right there.
Nicks, Chris Stapleton.
All good.
I got to drive President Trump with Secret Service, and I got to be part of that convoy, which was cool. But
90 seconds.
Roger Staubach,
One of my
and he made my barbecue plate.
So, I used to drive limousines, town cars, and all that. And
But did you ever drive Roger Staubach?
no, but I drove Dolly Parton.
Okay, well, she doesn't run Roger Staubach.
She doesn't?
No.
I bet that a lot of people disagree with that. Wouldn't you
Well,
say,
they
Dan?
can disagree all they want.
Can you talk? Let's see what you got. Dan, speak.
Testing. Okay,
One more.
we're good.
You good? You good now?
Okay.
60
so.
seconds.
I think so.
Get this dialed in here. I'll change this
Feel
camera a
good.
little bit.
Thanks.
We say you brought the wife to work today?
Yeah, she has to make sure I make it on time on Saturdays.
Oh, I was going to say, is it bring your wife to
Yeah.
work day?
Whoever decided to start Saturdays at 8:30 in the morning.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Everything.
So all my guys and gals are, hey, weather.
I had
see,
an owner that wanted a sales meeting at 7:30 on Saturday mornings,
Yeah, well, have fun with that.
and he was never there. And I told
No.
everybody we're going to lie.
Well, nowadays
We
you could
will
do a
not
Zoom
be
call
here.
like that. You could be laying in bed.
Yeah,
Y'all
no
tune
doubt.
in. I'll
Yeah.
zoom in. Yeah.
But no, I told him, I said, be safe and get here in one piece, and
Yeah.
here we go. I heard Bo talking about everybody speeding on the freeway this morning and in a hurry to get where.
Yeah.
If your boss isn't going to be a little gracious with you this morning,
Yeah, no
then
kidding.
maybe update your resume.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, no doubt.
My son was in a car wreck and totaled his car, was limping, went to work, and he got written up for being late.
Check this out, Kurt.
And I told him, you don't need to be there. Oh,
Check
yeah.
this out.
Too much for the man. Too much for the
I always wanted to be a
So he's leaving the light.
You are.
not pimp, just
Oh.
a pimp.
He's coming.
It's like even when she's carrying that note, she's just singing a new song.
Man, she's one of my favorites right there. Going back to five.
What you left to
Beautiful.
There it is.
833-787-1190 is the number. That's 833-787-1190. Joining us this morning, and I
Didn't he just
You know.
arrive from La Bear? Vegas? We were talking about Vegas a while ago, right? And he just
no, dude, give him some credit.
what kind of what?
Chippendales.
Oh,
Wasn't
okay.
LeBair, it was Chippendales.
Okay, I'm sorry.
There's LeBair, and then there's
Yeah,
Chippendales.
there's a higher level.
Yeah,
What is he thinking?
I'm Chris Farley's double.
No, you're not. Nobody can be that.
A lot of people
Well, hey, welcome to the world of Volkswagen, huh?
yeah, man.
I know you're in your career because you were with Honda for many, many, many years that all of a sudden flipped the switch. And you know what? I had a buddy call me and he goes, hey, how's Dan digging Volkswagen? I said, here's the thing. I remember switching brands. But, when you walk into a place, obviously you got to get the feel of the deal. You have to go through all the finances and figure everything out, what's going on here and everything. But it still comes down to people.
Yeah.
You can be the greatest whatever you think you are in the world, but if you don't have the right people, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, you're only, I talk about all the time, you're only as good as your weakest link. So don't be the weakest link. And if you are, find somebody to help you grow to where you're not the weakest link.
Yep.
And when our weakest link is our strongest link, that's when we made it.
No doubt about it.
But that never happens. You always are improving every day.
My manager, I said, there's only two reasons why you yell at a salesperson. Either you hired the wrong person or you didn't train them.
True.
I mean, other than that, it's our job to make sure. So, people said, when I was with Honda for many, many, many years, because I worked for Mr. McDavid, then I worked for John Eagle, and then I went to. It was kind of odd. I had a Toyota and Dodge dealership on the same showroom floor. They said, "What was the transition?" I said, "The manufacturer had really nothing to do with it.
Mhm.
It was about." Going in and making sure the people and the processes were in line with the product.
Yeah, my struggle was I came in with one mindset of what Volkswagen was.
Yeah.
And then I was really pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
So
I think the biggest diamond in the rough in the auto industry that people aren't aware of is your Atlas.
yeah, I drive an Atlas, and I'll tell you, I hate to have to tell this story, but I was here a week and got in a wreck in my Atlas.
Ooh,
And I'll have to send you guys the photos and the video. But
okay.
I was surprised how well it held up. Yeah, for sure. So very safe, very comfortable, very roomy. And then the Jetta, I was still thinking about the 1999 or 2004 Jetta,
Right.
and these things they're nice.
Yeah.
And they're roomy.
I remember when Volkswagen had the Rabbit.
The Rabbit. Yeah.
Well, I had the Volkswagen Cabriolet convertible in '86.
And my buddy called me and goes, hey, tell Bo I had one. It's called the Cabriolet.
Yeah.
I went, really?
That's it.
Really?
Well, I stand corrected in how I pronounce that, but it's still what I had.
I thought it was Cabernet.
Cabernet. That's what I was drinking while I was driving it.
Yeah.
But I had the convertible, stick shift, and that thing would romp.
Yeah.
It'd get up and go. And boy, Remington Steel. Do you remember
Oh,
that
yeah.
show? That's
Oh,
he
yeah.
drove one of
Oh,
those,
yeah.
and I had to have one.
Oh, yeah.
And it was I loved it. I
Remington
still had it. Beautiful
Absolutely.
car. So, but I probably my first 4 vehicles were Volkswagens.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I had 4 in a row.
Yeah, we had an old green Bug
Mhm.
engine in the back, of course, and then friends of ours in Red River, New Mexico, had a Volkswagen Thing.
Oh yeah.
Thing. Oh wow, the
Yeah.
thing.
And
How
we
much
There's
stock
that.
what they're going through auction for?
Yeah, well, yeah, that. Any type. I mean, now that I'm with VW, I have all these algorithms pop up and a marketplace and everything else. What they're getting for these restored Volkswagens is crazy.
Yeah, even the
Yeah.
bugs and stuff.
Yeah, and the bugs, the buses,
I just saw the Volkswagen with it was a 16 or 18 window. I forgot which one it was. And the thing went for $250,000.
that's crazy.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, yeah.
I wish I still had. So I had first one. My first car ever was this 65 Volkswagen Bug,
Mhm.
white, and I pushed that thing quite a bit to start it, and it was fantastic. But that's because of the battery, not because the engine wasn't any good. I just didn't want to buy another battery, so I just shove it and go.
That's
And then
funny.
I traded that in for a 1971 Super Beetle. They went towards a little.
okay.
Remember this Super
Oh,
Beetle?
yeah.
And the list price on that was $19.95, and I'm not talking about 19,000. I'm talking about $1,995.
I
Can you
know.
believe that?
I can't.
Then I got a 73. It was Super Beetle, but it was really cool, silver color with pinstripe on it.
Okay.
And
The
then I
pinstripe made it go faster.
yeah, of course it did.
Aerodynamics.
Volkswagen was the only one that could put pinstripe and make the car go faster.
And then
Increased horsepower.
Then I had
Yeah.
the Cabriolet. So yeah, I'm a
Aerodynamic.
Volkswagen guy. I mean,
Yeah.
I've played my dues with them already.
Well, I'm pleasantly surprised with the product. They just remodeled the dealership too. So
And this
it
is
looks
gorgeous. I
good.
was making a comment about that
Yeah.
a while ago. They just need to come in and see the environment here.
Yeah.
That'll
Hey,
change.
do you
everything.
have the guy that's out front, your little statue out there? Do you have an outfit like that we can put Bo out on the corner in? Or do you have like a banana costume or?
I can try to
find one?
I can try to order one.
I
from
thought that was the
Volkswagen.
Kip's Burger guy when I first pulled it.
Does he have a name?
No, I mean we could. I'm not to my knowledge. Of
Yeah,
course, of course,
we need
I'm
to get
new
Bo
here.
in a costume.
He's got
out there.
VW on his face.
I'm new here, so
You got a good excuse, right?
So Q1 out of the way, April, new month, and the dealers got to be fired. You know, in my 38 years in the industry, nothing's changed when, you know, the tax man cometh, because a lot of people are refiguring, and with all that's going on, and you know, I saw where they dropped the SARs going into Q2, but I'm going, you know what? If I was a consumer, I would have a different mindset on this whole thing and go, you know what? The Chicken Little syndrome is going on right now because of what's going on in Iran. I would use that as an advantage to go make a good deal on a vehicle.
yeah. We can say what we want. Q1 wasn't what we wanted it to be.
Right.
The good thing is used car prices are coming back, so we're able to get a lot of these guests that got a lease in COVID and actually lower their payment now. So, and Volkswagen stepped up with some bonus cash, some loyalty cash. They got some private incentives out there. Plus, we need good used cars, and with the used car prices coming back, we can give you all the money because we'd rather give it to you than go to the
Sure.
auction.
Well, you know about the vehicle better too. You can see the people that had it, how they, you know, just kind of get an overall view. They know about the car, so they can tell you the good, the bad, the ugly. It's a much safer way to buy a vehicle, isn't it, for you?
Sure. Plus, if it was bought here and serviced here before, then,
You already- that's
then
Home
you know,
run to there.
that tells us all the story we need. And,
Correct.
and you know, I can now tell Mr. Chase, hey, you know, this Atlas was traded in by a gentleman that leased it for 3 years, and he bought it, serviced it here,
Right.
and I've got all the records to show you. And here we go. I mean, that's a lot better story than I bought
Not
at the,
knowing.
I bought at the auction.
Yeah, because that time
That's
is
pretty cool.
right around the corner. I can't believe it. My granddaughter graduates high school next month, and you're sitting there going, this is where the moms and dads and grandmas and grandpas and aunts and uncles are all coming together, and there is such a demand now for pre-owned automobiles that the dealers don't have enough supply.
No,
And then you look at the lease returns. They said they're going to be off another 2.75 million lease return, where people actually financing residual. Then they're saying 17% of that used car market that's going to be returned are going to be electric vehicles, which, the bottom's falling out on a lot of the different makes and models, especially ones that have walked away from electrification. So you've really got to really get your thinking cap on with your pre-owned manager and people that buyers around to find these vehicles.
Yeah. And we've been doing this for so long that we know where the right fishing holes are, and it's in your backyard. It's right across the showroom at the service drive, and we appreciate those guests for coming back and servicing with us, and we're prepared to reward them with a higher value than anybody else would give them. So, plus they already know the product, they're already familiar with us. Most of them already have an advisor that they use or sales consultant they use. So, it's a lot easier process for not only the guest but also the dealer.
Yeah, I was at a dealership a couple of months ago, and I'm listening to the salespeople. Man, they're just complaining. I said, well, how many of y'all are working the service drive?
Right.
What do you mean? How many of y'all working the service drive? I said, if I were you, every car that was on that service drive, I'd be hooked up with a service advisor, and I'd have a buy bid sitting in the seat of that car with my business card. He called me the other day and he goes, "You're not going to believe this." And I said, "What?" And he goes, "I'm buying you lunch." I said, "Well, I can't believe that." He goes, "I sold 11 cars out of service." Well, golly.
Sergeant Carter.
Yeah, I'm going, you know what? That's the best place, because a lot of people, they bring it in for service, but he was putting those appraisals in there and working the deal with the used car manager, get off his butt to go over there and appraise. And he went, "You won't believe how many people call when you're really going to give me that for the car." And he had a couple of people that were COVID customers.
Wow.
That were able to get out of those cars and lower their payment. So
it doesn't take much to kind of stir them up a little bit, does it? Like if you get to hear that, and you go, "Man, I could get in a new vehicle and get out of what I've been not so good in." What a great thing you want to hear.
Yeah.
Get something that doesn't have the dried, crinkled up French fries underneath the seat, and
well, I eat those leftovers after a while.
Well,
we
think
got
about it is the longest negotiation, and I was looking at this study, is people talking about their pre-owned, not so much the price of the new vehicle.
Correct.
And if you can get it right up front, you come to service, they're going to praise your car for you. What the heck? You're going to know right up front. Then all you got to do is pick out a car.
Yep.
Real simple process. 833-787-1190. Quick break. Don't go away. Live, Louisville Volkswagen. Come see us.
Perfect timing for that, wasn't it? You didn't realize that either, did you? Thanks, everybody, for being a part of our broadcast
And
today.
you got a car in the Great Honey Hole under $25,000 with your Jetta.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That is the honey hole. I keep telling people, man, there's so many new cars out there under $25,000. Get you one.
What's the GTI back there? Which one is that? The white one? One in the back?
Yeah.
Is it? But is it a Jetta GTI?
No, it's a Golf.
Oh, okay. But the GTI is a special engine with the GTI?
Yeah.
Because that's what I had in my Cabriolet, was that GTI engine.
And then they have the Golf R.
Okay, which is that a racing one?
It's supposed to have
kind of like the Honda R and all that.
Yeah.
I get a black one over here.
I'll tell you this, the Golf R's do not depreciate.
Yeah.
A guy just traded one in yesterday, lease to lease, and had $2 or $3 grand equity in this Golf, and was able to get into a new Golf R, which is I think it's coming today or Monday, and lower his payment.
How about that?
It's crazy. It's just crazy.
It was a 3-year lease? Is that what it was?
Sure was.
You think you hooked me one?
Yeah, bro.
Look,
It's done.
I'd look good in a Type R, wouldn't I?
Yeah. A Golf R, you mean?
Yeah, Golf R.
Yeah. Well, I do have a Type R, an 18 over here, red with black powder coated wheels.
Wow.
It's got a little drop on it.
Sweet.
Yeah. Do it, Bo.
Yeah. I wouldn't drive it in this.
I'd have to work for you for that, though, I guess, I'm sure.
10
days a week.
That's pushing the needle.
Yeah.
I'll stand out front like you
Are you
said.
willing to do that,
but
Dan?
but you told me.
Yeah.
That's what he's,
Have you seen Bo's following?
yeah, exactly. He doesn't pay any attention to that. I'll stand out there in my Speedo and get him in here, baby.
Yeah, absolutely.
They'll come.
Yeah.
They'll come just to laugh. It's not to be, not to get.
I'm glad I'm
Drawn.
dieting.
They go like, check this guy. We got to go turn around and see that again.
That's funny.
You know, I've actually written Volkswagen 3 times.
Okay, I'll play for a while.
That with a gas engine.
Oh yeah,
I said, if y'all would put a gas hybrid, you'd sell everything.
Fine.
And don't do this
30
color.
seconds.
Only
Okay.
do the greens, the blues, the yellows,
But what's
the
wrong with
reds.
that? That's gorgeous. I mean, if somebody doesn't want the retro.
Well, I'm saying if you're going to go old school,
Yeah.
your old school colors are going
Huh?
to be the deal.
Well, sure they are. I'm sure that's what people want when they get one.
Mhm.
You know, keep the colors with your, your Atlas and your Tiguan and your
Gotcha.
Taos and, those vehicles there. But that in these really cool colors would be a home run.
I agree.
Yep.
And the one, there was actually, I got one I got 2 form letters back, and then I actually got some correspondence going.
Don't ever call us again.
They were saying, it's amazing how many people have stated just that.
Well, maybe they'll listen to you, Kurt.
I hope so, because I'd drive one. I would. You could take that in the yellow or that blue, that soft blue, and I'd drive the ID Buzz.
I like the green. I think
Yeah.
the green looks cool,
Yeah, that's me. I like different.
especially being two-tone like that. Classic.
Yeah.
That's avocado green.
So
there,
yeah,
right
Yeah.
there.
Oh, yeah.
On that,
30.
that's
on
beautiful.
that Tiguan.
I like
Yeah.
it.
If I took a picture of that Atlas right now and posted it, first thing Melinda would go,
Uh,
I guess you're bringing a new vehicle. That blue is me.
Yeah, that's a gorgeous blue.
I like different. And you don't see that blue anywhere.
But I was surprised how this Buzz is so roomy and huge. I was a little surprised by that.
It almost reminds you of the standard Sprinter with the size,
Mm-hmm.
because it's bigger than the Sienna, bigger than the Odyssey.
No, definitely.
Right.
Who's this, Bo?
That's Purple Rain Man right there.
Mm-hmm.
Prince. The Prince Man. What a great singer and performer that guy was. And a good basketball player, I heard. He had his own basketball court at his house. Every time he had people
I
over,
didn't
he'd
know that.
take them out back and get them in the court. Shoot some runs, shoot some goals.
Eight 787-1190 is the number. Live today. Louisville Volkswagen, 35 and Fox. Come on out. If you want to be entertained, meet Bo. You want a great deal on a car, come meet Dan. And let us help you with your Volkswagen needs. Your forecast, and I know one thing I always hated was forecasting for the year because, the dealers want more. It doesn't really matter. I don't care how you get there. Just bring me more. Out of the 100% of your sales, what do you think percentages are, or what are you forecasting when it comes to leasing?
20% is the benchmark that we've been seeing. We will be north of that. If we can get north of 20% leasing, then we can grow it from there. It's really just changing the mindset of the sales staff and making sure that finance doesn't get greedy to want to take them out to 84 months.
Yeah.
When you put somebody on 84 months, I mean, you might as well just kiss them goodbye. Versus a lease, they're still in the family. We can take care of them throughout.
Might as well
the
sell them a
lease.
plot too, right?
Yeah, I mean,
That's a long
I
time.
just don't understand these people that are putting these guests, and then 96 months is there too. They now have 96
wow.
months, so
Man,
it's just.
I don't think I'd live. I don't think I could make 96 months.
Yeah.
I'd have to have a
Um,
life insurance policy for my car.
Well, here's the thing. I actually
once-
pulled out a study, and it said in the fourth quarter of 2025, 41% of underwater new vehicles buyers finance an 84-month note,
There you go.
with 21% of the total buyers using finance. And during the fourth quarter of 2025, 29% of the vehicle buyers with trade-in had negative equity. the average negative equity, what do you think it was in 2025?
I'd say 3,500.
Dan?
I say 41.
$7,214.
Wow.
And the reason being
Dang, that's way past what I was.
COVID. Yeah. When you look at, I was
that
telling
hurts.
a buddy of mine, he called me, he goes, were you telling the truth on the radio? I'm like, what a stupid question. Well,
He lied.
we don't use the word stupid, but it was stupid. When I was standing with David Klett, and it was a Lincoln Navigator to the high end, and the guy's on speaker, and I'm standing with David, he goes, I'll give you, and this guy's in Colorado, he goes, I'll give you 25,000 over sticker if I can come get it. When was the last time pre-COVID that people were calling going, hey, Dan, can I come buy that car over sticker?
Well, you
It
warned,
was just unheard of.
but you warned people about that every week that we were on the radio during the COVID time. You just take a break,
Yeah.
take a breather. Don't do that. And I guess they thought COVID was going to be around forever, and that's how it was going to be. But they had to have it, had to have that particular vehicle, and they weren't available, so they'd pay what they felt like they pay.
Yep.
And now the average is $7,000.
That's shocking.
That's way shocking.
Yeah, it's. I had a buddy of mine that's a doctor, and he bought a Cadillac Escalade and a Range Rover for his wife. And he called me up and he says, "Hey, I need to get out of both of these. Bought them during COVID." And I said, "Okay." So I called him up, and he goes,
Yeah.
"What's going to get me to par with the new Escalade?" He wanted the Escalade V Series, $180,000 rig, and then she wanted this new top line Range Rover. And I said, "To get you back to par, to finance where you're, $61,000." And he goes, "Well, that's it." No. They get you to par.
That's not over.
And he says, "Honey, are you listening to it?" She goes, and I went, "So do I go ahead and get the vehicle?" And so he was just an extreme case, but I told so many people, why? Well, I have to have something now. And they said, buy pre-owned, buy certified pre-owned, and then just wait. But I've still got a lot of people that are coming out of COVID calling me, and they're upset at everybody but themselves.
Well, that's the nature of the
And-
beast nowadays, that we have to blame somebody.
Have you ever seen
else for
supply and demand before?
Yeah, economics 101.
I mean, other than COVID, in all your years in the industry, I never saw supply and demand. There were specialty units you couldn't get.
Yeah.
I mean, you had your little specialty Civic that nobody could get there.
I mean, I went through a couple strikes when I was with GM. When we got down to like six cars on the lot, but that was back in the mid '90s. But no, nothing like that since COVID. No.
Okay,
Not
I
before.
got a question for you. I talked with 15 dealers over the last week and a half, and it's amazing to me the different sources that everybody used to praise their car. I thought everybody was kind of unified on it, but they're not.
No.
Not even I was blown away by.
Well, it's just like what we just did with negative equity. 35, 41, 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Same thing. You can line up 2021 Atlas with 42,000 miles and get three people, myself, you, and another guy who's been in the car business for 30 years, and we're all going to be $500 to $1,000 apart on
Right.
that car.
100%.
I
And
mean,
it's also the desire of that vehicle that you might want.
yes.
You know what I'm saying? That I would think, I mean, I'm kind of just speaking from my behind, but I would think if a particular vehicle came in and said, now that is what we need on our lot versus maybe something else that somebody else might want.
Well,
That's a little bit of a play too,
yeah,
right?
yeah, and we cheat a little bit. We use certain programs, Viato, et
Guides.
cetera, that will tell you, okay, this is a good mix for your inventory.
Oh,
you're,
okay.
you-
That's
you're
cool.
you're down 2 on this model, you're up 1 on this model. It'll tell you,
That's sweet.
it'll grade it for you based on your past sales. So, it's not rocket science. Otherwise I wouldn't be doing this, but still you're going to get three pretty different numbers from
Yeah.
3 different 30-year car guys.
And we did that before. I remember
Yeah.
when I was running a dealership, we had 5 guys bid the vehicle. We put them all in there,
Mhm.
and nobody was on the same number. And the average spread was 500 or more.
Yeah.
On the vehicle.
Yeah.
But
Quick
that's still a
break.
ball-
833-787-1190. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Even at $500 though, that's a pretty close thing. You're not really off.
Have you heard of
Yeah.
the software called Profit?
Uh-huh.
Man, I was over there with Alan Glover, and he put all that in there. I said, "What do you use?" He goes, "I use MMR and whatever they call it, profit something." And I went, "Really?" He goes, "We don't use Kelly, we don't use NADA, we don't use none of that." And he goes, "And then when we plug it in and the software start talking, it tells me 50 miles out, 100, 250, what the average gross is on it." I was like blown away, going, "Boy, they've taken all the fun out of going out and looking at the car."
I know.
We don't even need to see it. If you've explained it, we're going to have a check for you at the door.
Yeah.
As long as it's the cars for
It's
real.
funny you say that. A lot of guests want us to do that.
I know they do.
Let me praise your car over the phone. You're not going to buy mine without seeing it. I'm not going to buy yours without seeing it. So come make sure mine's good. And bring
But
me
you can,
yours.
you can get a ballpark for 'em.
Ballpark, yeah.
And if you get, explain to you pretty close what the vehicle is.
Sure.
You
Well,
can
on my
say-
appraisal forms, I do 1 to 5, and then the other day I showed up and I went, "Gary, come here, buddy. You gave this a 4.5." I said,
it's about a 2.
"Helen Keller wouldn't have given it a 4.5." And he goes, "Okay, 4." I went, "Buddy, let's."
Yeah.
And we went over the car, and the wife goes, "It could have been any better." She goes,
Told you.
"What did I tell you?"
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And he looked at me. I went, "Hey, I want no part of this, but this is a 3."
Yeah. Yeah.
And the other thing too, that one of the big things is that you bid a car based on reconditioning as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And some people go, "Well, book value says." I said, "Okay, what are the reconditioning costs?" I said, "Look, even if you put everything but new tires on it, they're still going to rack that car in the shop and go headlight to tail light before they put the name on the back of it."
And they're going to give you extra if there's extra French fries in it too.
Right. That's right.
Little ketchup
That's right.
bags left
That's
too.
Absolutely.
So your wife works over at the Chevy store?
No,
Or corporate in Irving?
She works at the old Fiat store, which is next to the Nissan store.
Yeah.
Off of
Okay.
Carl Road.
That's where Brian Leahy is.
Yes.
He's in Irving.
Yeah. Brian's my comptroller.
Oh, you still
Oh,
live
really?
You still live in North Richland Hills area?
Mhm.
Oh, cool.
Yes, sir.
Because we've never been invited to the new house you got about 5 years ago, but we're still waiting on that invite. I have a housewarming
do it.
gift for you. It's still
Don't do it.
it's starting to rot. It kind of gets
Don't
moldy.
do it. He won't go away.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
putting milk on the porch for the cat.
That was good, Bo. I like the way you played that off so that Kurt wouldn't know that you've already been over.
Oh,
That was
I
good.
know, that's good.
Yeah, you two just keep
So
it.
that barbecue made was fantastic, buddy. I appreciate that.
That's all right.
But
60 seconds.
Hey, I'm always here. I'm always here. I
Hey,
was always there.
We're coming out next week to do a podcast,
Right.
and we'll just see about gifts and thank yous and everything else where I am and you are.
all right, okay.
You know?
I'll make it up this weekend. I'll catch up.
the battle for love.
Yeah. Bo gonna come hunt some Easter eggs.
Good morning, Dorothy Noon, Scott Schaefer, Charles Davis. All you folks, thank you for tuning in this morning to our live
Well, let's see. We got
broadcast.
Florida, New York,
30
and
seconds.
Beaumont.
Las Vegas, Beaumont, and a dozen people here locally,
Yeah.
Alito,
not including our
Fort
YouTube.
Worth, Dallas,
We had
Irving.
236 impressions off LinkedIn.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's nice.
LinkedIn is doing really, really well. Yeah, we got. We'll be over here next week doing a. Be sure to go to the YouTube page and subscribe. We're going to be posting another video with Dan and I next week and get it up. You know what? Getting to talk to the boss is. I always tell people, why would you not want to start with the boss right when you get there?
Yeah.
Get it out because you know when you're going to negotiate the deal. Okay, well, bring me the manager.
Yeah.
Let's get the manager up front. Who sings this right here?
Toto.
Very
That's it.
good.
Don't come at me with 80s music.
The Rains in Africa.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite groups is Toto.
Yep.
And what great musicians they are too, or were.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Can you name three-piece bands from the 80s?
Well, ZZ Top comes right off the bat.
Yep.
Top, Rush, and
Van Halen.
Howard Jones.
Van Halen was a 3-piece band.
Huh?
Van Halen.
There were 4, weren't they?
I don't know.
2, 1, and a drummer.
We had the singer. He didn't play anything. David Lee
Oh
Roth.
yeah, that'd be four. That the singer, they didn't. It was
Oh yeah,
bass,
you're
guitar.
talking about actual people that are playing.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
833-787-1190. That's 833-787-1190. Live today, Louisville Volkswagen. Come out and meet him. You know what? It doesn't cost a dime to test drive. Meet Dan Smith, the general manager. Right when you get here, say, hey, I was listening to a radio show. I want to talk to Dan. And enjoy spending the time driving the car. You got every condition right here. You got the highway, you got the side streets, you got the Home Depots and the Walmart, everything that you need to go park and use and look. Take the vehicle home and stick it in your garage and see if it'll fit. If you do traveling, take it home. We had a family, they've gone through 4 different vehicles, and they did a mock travel where they put all their stuff in it when it's not going to work. These are the kind of things that you need to be doing versus a quick trip up the highway, because they all smell good and feel good. But is that really the conditions you're normally used to driving? And I tell them, I remember one of my bosses come back and says, hey, if you don't get 3 yeses, don't come back to the dealership. And then I had another manager going, Kurt, your test drives are killing me. But I was selling a lot of vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think the most important part is the knowledge of the salesperson and the test drive.
Absolutely. And we have a Cracker Barrel next door. So
That's
you can
even
find
better.
out.
Oh, how do you go wrong with Cracker Barrel?
I mean, it's right next door.
Yeah.
And you can simulate a curbside pickup.
Nice.
You can simulate parking.
How do you think
And-
that lady feels that was going to gut all the Cracker Barrels and redo them?
Oh boy,
How well did that work for her?
Not well.
That was crazy.
But no, absolutely. I mean, second biggest purchase other than the house in most cases. So you got to make sure that it's a good fit for you, your family, your needs, your wants. And it's difficult to do in a quick little zip up the highway. You're right.
So people that are on the bubble with their credit, what they think is on their bubble with the credit, I always tell them, find the right dealer, because one thing that if you're looking for a Volkswagen is you don't want to run around to every Volkswagen dealership giving them your credit and hoping somebody could do it. Because once let's just say you've been to a couple of Volkswagen stores, they've been running your credit and everything, and you come here and you go, what can you do different? They've locked you out.
Yeah, that is a level playing field that most of the lenders have established of same call, different dealer.
Right.
So if you go to a dealership where they don't know what they're doing and they get you turned down, unless I can show a much different structure and a much different picture to the lender, it's going to be same call, different dealer. So come here first. My finance director has been here over 15 years. My other finance manager has been with me for over 15 years. And they're not here because they can't get deals bought. And the difference, Kurt, is we all have the same lenders, okay? And a lot of people don't think about this with finance. The difference in a sales consultant is their effort, their attitude, and their presentation, right? Same thing with a finance guy. Some finance guys will point, click, and, oh, it's declined, next. Some will actually put a text into the buyer, next.
Yeah.
Some will actually pick up the phone. Okay, decline, next.
Or some will go, hey, man, I can make a killing on this deal and you'll never see them again. Versus structuring a deal with the opportunity to get them back in.
Right. But what I'm saying is these guys work the deal. They work the deal until it's dead. We're told to sell till they buy or die, right? But once you sell, the finance has to pick it up, and they have to run with the ball, and they have to make sure that we get a right program for the guest. And effort on the finance side is just as important as
100%.
on the sales side. So that's kind of a lost art, I think. A lot of people just want to point and click and be done instead of picking up the phone and getting a relationship and saying, okay, I know it's ugly, but let me tell you why it's not ugly.
Right.
And with the first quarter we had, don't think these lenders aren't hungry.
Yeah.
So
and it's not for a lack of money they don't have to lend.
Right.
They got plenty of money to lend.
Sure. And they have bosses that are requiring them to buy so many contracts
Their
a month.
portfolio has to look good and
Sure.
healthy.
Sure. So, it's a chain reaction, but it all starts with the culture and the attitude of the sales team, and then builds from there.
I was talking to a friend of mine that is actually worked for a lending arm, very powerful lending arm, and he goes, we can talk on the side. I said, 100%. And he said, you know what, Kurt? I don't even care about medical charge-offs. There's a lot of things I don't care
Yeah.
about. He goes, I am one of the buyers that goes right to the meat. How long have you been in your home? How long have you been on your job? If you got laid off, what did you do? And he said, I looked at one that this guy was Ubering 14 hours a day. He was doing everything, and he could prove it in his statements, and he had his tips all documented, everything. He goes, that's a car deal.
Uh-huh.
I saw somebody that really was going to make sure that the people he borrowed money from were paid off, and that he was going to keep a roof over his head, and the electricity was on. He goes, I am one that really looks into a deal. He goes, but you know what? I've got a dozen relationships out there that those finance directors, we mimic each other and go, hang on, let's find a reason to do it versus a reason not to do it, or to extend it out or put a massive interest rate on it, which I've never understood. One thing that I would change in the auto industry if I had that finance wand was if you approve somebody on a retail, I think it'd be smarter to approve them on a lease.
Yeah. Lower payment, quicker turn, better equity situation, proper service is done throughout the ownership. I mean, yeah.
I've never understood that. And I
hear
asked him, I said, why do you not approve a lease versus putting them on a $600 payment? Why would you not want to put them on a lease on a $300 payment?
you.
I mean, I've never understood that. And he goes, you know what? We brought that up and we have never, ever, ever gotten a yay. All they care is what that bottom line is going to be. I'm like, I just think you're so missing the boat for the average consumer that may have an issue is let's put them in a situation where we know they're coming back.
Yeah. I mean, how many people live
60 seconds.
paycheck to paycheck and all they care about is a monthly payment?
That's
That's
right.
probably 90% of the American people.
Exactly.
No doubt about it. Let's take a quick break. 833-787-1190. That's 833-787-1190. Quick break. We'll be right back. I know.
Oh, well.
Want to do one more and then come back at 11?
Will you still be here? I don't know. You know, if you work,
You know how many GMs are at work today that I know of?
probably none, except for Dan.
One of them called me and I said, hey, you keep talking about calling. He goes, nah, I'm in the Bahamas. Another one goes, hey, I killed myself this week. I'm taking off Saturday. I was like, I don't get it.
Well, that's why Dan's so awesome. He's here for you, the consumer,
Yeah.
to help you with all your automotive needs for a Volkswagen.
Boy, he is brownie pointing up today.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm going to his house for Easter. We're going to be hunting Easter eggs together.
Did you delete me on Facebook?
Did I?
Yeah.
No.
You should if you hadn't.
No, not on purpose.
I,
Why do you say such a thing?
I'll show him that beautiful picture of you.
Well, he saw a picture on Facebook, and
Yeah.
we're not friends on Facebook. You were.
I thought we were.
That's
I thought we were.
the
I'm
excuse.
serious.
It's always the excuse when people delete you.
Yeah.
I didn't think I did that.
Yeah.
Or snoozed me. Isn't that what they call it? We just snoozed you.
Ghost you.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we're going to get it. They say by around 11,
Hey, if you want to see the beautiful picture, that's
11:30. This is gone. Boy, she is beautiful.
Thanks, man.
What'd you do?
She makes me look good,
What'd
bro.
you do? How'd you get that? I know that's a personal question, but I'm going to ask it anyway.
Boy,
Yeah.
she is pretty.
Home run,
God
baby.
bless you, Dan.
Home run, man.
Yeah.
Those car guys, ABC.
Always be closing.
That's right.
Look
Always
at
be
that
closing.
bright smile you got coming
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
blame
you got a lady like that under your arm. Why wouldn't you
Yeah,
smile?
she keeps me between the ditches for sure.
Everybody said it. When they see my wife, they're like, I don't get it. And I said, I don't question it.
Yeah. Why would you?
I don't.
If they say yes, stop.
That's right.
My wife sits on the other side of the room
Don't talk. Don't talk past the close.
for me.
That's right. Yeah, you got. Didn't they say yes? Yeah, then shut up.
That's it. That's it. Well,
I think it's going to be a really cool ride for you. I really do. I'm
I
happy
think
for
so.
you, and I think it's
Yeah.
going to be a lot of fun.
yeah, building a good team and a service department actually cares.
Look at how relaxed everybody is on the showroom floor. I was on the showroom floor the other day. Actually, I was up with the GM. We came down, and all of a sudden, everybody was on the phone.
Uh-huh.
I went. So I looked at him,
60 seconds.
and he goes, and he gives me the business. Let me ask you a question here. How many of them people do you really think are working a car deal on the phone? He goes, well, I don't know. I said, do you know why they're on the phone? He goes, no. I said, probably because you're a butthole. And he goes, I pay your bills. I said, well, that didn't mean you're not a butthole.
Right.
Just two different circumstances.
He goes, you really think so? I said, buddy, there is fear in those people. It's like Deacon Jones getting on the offensive lineman going, I'm coming in.
Yeah.
Come on. He called me at 9 o'clock and I went, man, I'm really bothered. I'm fix it. I mean, he goes, man, you're just so point blank. I said, well, I'm just telling you what I saw.
Right.
You look at these guys, they're just like chilled, and you need to be chilled. Yeah. That's what's going to transpose when a person shows up.
You got a veteran over there talking to a guy who's been in the business 3 weeks, trying to.
So the bald-headed guy's a veteran?
No, the Kyle, the vet with a hat, the tall guy, and then Scott's been here 3 weeks, and they were over there from Honda of Denton. I got two of them.
He's up there with Terry.
I got two of them. He was up there with Rob Tharp.
Oh, Rob Tharp.
Yeah, but I got two of them. I got Scott and Ty.
Yeah, Rob has been there since inception.
Yeah.
When was the last time you heard that?
And Michael used to work with us at Huggins.
What sauce now?
Second one over. Yellow thing.
And then here's what's in the building next door?
It used to be accounting. But then centralized accounting in Urban. It's just vacant. And then the used car techs over there for the UCIs.
Is that Aretha?
Huh?
Aretha Franklin?
Yeah.
Who is it?
The Weather Girls.
The Weather Girls. Thank you.
Hallelujah.
Raining men. Hallelujah.
I was on the dance floor. You know what my son asked me the other day? Dad, do you think I'll ever see you in platform shoes, sans a belt, with a silk shirt with a peacock across the front?
Well, you could probably provide that to him if you needed to.
And I went, I wish.
Yeah.
I wish.
Oh, well.
833-787-1190. Great time to come out and get your car appraised because it's raining. What a great song to lead into. Right. It's raining in Louisville. You know what? He's not going to see a whole lot of things on there that he would if it was dry. So come on out and get your car appraised. Dan's going.
And his glasses are foggy
shut your
too.
Face.
Yeah.
You know,
so we pull them on the service drive and wipe them down. So we're good.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's a really good time. And for people, you know, I want to get back to this just for a moment is be careful what you think bad credit is. What you may think is bad credit would be a really good car deal for a dealer. But here's the thing, running around, I had a gentleman call me the other day and he goes, hey, I got a problem. I said, what? He sent me his bureau. He had 19 inquiries in 2 days on his bureau. I said, why? He goes, well, 3 of the dealers wouldn't let me drive without a social security number. I went, well, there's your first problem.
Yeah.
And the one guy goes, well, we got 32 banks. We can help you out. I've never bought into that 32 bank crap. I mean, who cares if you got 120?
We finally got you at number 32.
You know,
how would you feel about that, right?
You're good. If you have a good finance director, you got your captive, you know, your Volkswagen finance, and then whatever your next couple are. But there's no need to shotgun that out to 20 banks to figure out where it's going to stick on the wall. A good finance director can take a look at it and go, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, we have a really good opportunity with 2 lenders between here and here for this term and this term. What does that look like to you?
Yeah, I mean, we're teamed up with Wells Fargo too. So a lot of people who have bad credit, but they have a Wells Fargo checking or savings or credit card, or maybe they have their mortgage with Wells Fargo. You know, we have an avenue with Wells that a lot of people don't have. So it's yeah, and you're right. A good finance director knows where to take deals. They don't have to shotgun it.
Yeah, you don't need 12 inquiries on your bureau from one dealership.
Right.
If they're doing that, that is weak.
Yep.
When I was in finance and I looked at a deal, and my boss used to get mad. He goes, "Hey, shotgun that out." And I remember the first time I asked why. That was not a good deal. He goes, "I'll give you one reason why. If you don't do it, you're fired." And I went,
Whoa.
there were some things about the business I didn't understand, and I always said, if I ever run a dealership, it will be relation based.
Do you know why he wanted you to shotgun it everywhere?
Why?
Because he didn't know where it was supposed to go either.
Yeah, you're probably right.
That's why he's going to fire, because it's going to make him look bad if he did.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. Come out and meet Dan Smith out here at Louisville Volkswagen, Fox and 35. Even if it's rain, it really doesn't matter. You'll see the quality, drivability, and you got a great selection because they still have cars. And you have a car out here under 25,000, which is the honey hole for moms and dads. When you look at a certified pre-owned, and then you look at which you have in the Jetta, the average pre-owned car sold for Q1 was $30,125. Average new car was just under $50,000.
That's why people are having to go with that 84 and all that. I mean, it's kind of getting out there for the people.
What
Yes,
about
it
the
is.
parents that don't want anything to do with signing on a car note and they have a college grad?
So college grad for Volkswagen is $1,000, which where I was before it was only $500. So we also have $500 for military, first responders, veterans. They got 0%, 60 months on the Atlas plus $1,000. So if there's a college grad and they've got 5% down, and they automatically get $1,000 off. Plus, they have special programs with Volkswagen,
And it's not 18%.
and it's not 18%. No, it's not.
Yeah, they just think if they're on their own, but if a college graduate walks in, he's got his diploma,
Mhm.
and there's a bunch of them that are going into the field of their
Yep.
diploma, and they've got a letter of intent and everything. These are things the banks want. And,
Sure.
And years ago, I remember first time buyer was 6-month prepaid insurance, 10% down plus TT&L, and you were hit at anywhere between 15 to 17.99%. Those days are gone.
Yeah. And
Here they are.
yeah, and thank God, because I mean, you're just again setting yourself up for failure. I mean,
Right off the bat, too,
what-
right?
yeah. I mean, what kind of relationship are you going to have with that guest the rest of the way?
Yep.
It doesn't make sense.
And when
It's
they come back to you, what do you say? We're sorry we did that the first time.
Yeah, I
We're
mean,
going to do it better this time.
Yeah, right.
yeah, it's the one and done mentality versus the farmer mentality. So
B8s. I got some buddies that are talking about getting V8s and getting an economy vehicle, and I've told about 3 people about the Atlas. V8s are in demand.
mhm.
I don't see where people are, well, I've got this V8 I'm holding off on. V8 pulls up on your lot. You're not going to be shy about buying that car.
No. I mean, everybody's freaking out because gas has spiked a little bit. Okay. It's probably going to go down again too, and then guess what? It's probably going to go up again in the summer. And, if you look at the trends, it's what it is. And if you can find a car that is fuel efficient, safe, reliable, stylish, why wouldn't you go ahead and do something?
You know what's different? The biggest difference I see now in the auto industry for me,
What?
after 38 years, is I so remember when people would pull up in a trade, and I'm going, God, I hope that thing's paid off.
Yeah.
Man, I hope they don't owe anything.
Yep.
Now you don't care. Condition and miles, you want that car.
That's right.
It's such a different time now. People say, well, I drive a such and such. So what? What kind of condition it is? What's the miles on it? That's a honey hole. It's I remember when I was working for McDavid, some people would pull up and I won't say the models. Somehow I'd walk away. And I said, do you have a title with you? No. Well, hang on, let me get you a salesperson.
Yeah,
I acted like I was a greeter, and I'd go, hey, these people outside asked for you. They go out there all chart. They used to come
that's
into my office
terrible.
going, I hate your guts. And I went, but now it make them out like one guy goes, I've never had a whole lot of luck trading in my Buick. I'm like, then you're at the wrong place. What kind of condition? This guy had an 8-year-old car with 20-something thousand miles on it. Clean. I went, buddy, you have no idea what you're driving.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. So for you, there's no dropping of the head. every vehicle that comes on that lot is a huge opportunity because you don't want to go to the auction.
No, I don't. I don't at all. And based on what we just learned, average is $7,000 upside down. You think the banks are loosening up a little bit too and advancing a little bit more?
Well, they're in business to make money as well.
They have to.
Yeah.
They have to move their advance. They have to buy
Step it up.
deeper,
Mhm.
step up, and again, it all comes down to relationship.
100%. Dan Smith, general manager, come out here and meet him. We're going to be bringing him back on here in just a little while. He's got a house full of people to orchestrate and take care of. But you know what? It's a place where kicking tires are welcome to come out and test drive an automobile. If you've never owned a Volkswagen, why would you not want to come test drive and without any pressure?
Yeah.
That's the whole thing is the experience, the feel of the wheel makes the deal. And I'm telling you, between the Tiguan, the Atlas, the Jetta, the Taos, you've got a great lineup of vehicles. Just come spend time driving. And Bo, do you know how they got the name Tiguan?
Yes, it's from the combination of a
So you don't know. But anyway.
LaGuardia,
That's an airport.
something like that. But,
And this is who you're hanging out with, Dan.
Tiger and iguana.
yeah, thank you.
No problem.
Close. I was getting to the tiger.
That's what you said.
I should have started with the tiger.
That's what you said. That's what you said.
You know what? I still remember when the Tiguan came out and the guy and the rep was there and I was listening to it and they had designer storage in the back. And I don't know if they still have it, but they had the designer blocks that you could put together and build a storage for anything that you needed in the back of it.
Wow.
And I was like, this, and at the time I was like, wow. And he goes, this is what happens when, and I'll never forget when he said it, when you combine a tiger and an iguana. And I'm looking around, you know, like I didn't get what the deal was. And he goes, that's why we put these blocks in here. I was like, this guy's out. He blew Bob Barker away. I'm like,
wow.
This is my guy. But anyway, and people ask me, you know, the cost of ownership on a Volkswagen. I don't see where there's a difference in the cost of ownership between this and any other standard model.
It's standard. It's in line. It's very much in line. Yeah.
60.
You have the German engineering with standard pricing for maintenance and service, and it's not going to cost you $400 for an oil change or $700 for a brake job or anything like that. It's standard.
You come back and meet a service man. I like her.
Yeah, Melissa's awesome.
Melissa's the best.
Yeah.
And she took up for Bo the whole time.
Yeah, she's my special lady now.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We got a whole lot coming up here on the Automotive Edge Radio Show on 1190 KFXR, part of the iHeartMedia Network. Be right back.
All right, brother
Thanks,
Dan.
buddy.
All right, I'll see you at 11.
See you
All
at
right,
11.
man. As always, we'll see you then. We got the great Kelly Ford joining us, Kurt.
Do we? No way. Buddy.
Buddy Ford.
Buddy. Yeah, old buddy, man. He'd steal your girlfriend in a heartbeat.
Still would.
Yeah, he still would. He'll never meet my wife. He'll bring out his guitar, sing a love song, and
Maybe all over.
Yeah, old Buddy Ford. He's one of them guys going to be pretty his whole life. No, not you.
Come in a little bit.
Huh?
Bring chair in a little bit. There.
Yeah, buddy. I listened to you on Facebook, and good to hear you singing. Always good to see you.
Yes, sir.
He got that beautiful way, no doubt. I mean, he could just close his eyes and just pick one.
And
There's a couple of them. Him, Harless, my brother Larry. I go down the list. They're just pretty boys. Just, steal your girlfriend, break their hearts.
I know one thing. We had some really awesome times playing in the band together. Different places. Back in the day when there was a lot of really good nightclubs here, Crystal Chandelier, Borrowed Money, Top Rail, all these places, and all in Fort Worth, a big
Borrowed Money. I dated the girl that her dad owned Borrowed Money.
There you go.
And what was the other one? Something Jim. Diamond Gems.
There you go.
And I dated her, and her picture was on the wall when you walked in the nightclub. And her father was the one that started cable TV in
that's cool.
Texas. A very, very wealthy guy. Then he opened up Diamond Gems and all the different places. And
We stayed
Yeah,
real
now,
busy
now,
back
if you
in the
played at Old Top Rail, you wanted to get into a fight.
But
You went
that-
to the Old Top
Well,
Rail.
but that was a fun gig. It was a hard gig because we had to play quite a few nights.
That was like
there.
in Roadhouse where you had to fence off the band.
Not
and
always, but they'd pack in there.
That's a
and-
tough old place to go.
I mean, that's where Toby Keith really got found. I mean, it was
I
a
remember
good
the
place to
first
go.
time I went down there, we pulled up and I was like, I didn't even go in. I wasn't even dressed for that joint. I had all my disco stuff. I got beat up.
They
going
were
in
going to
there.
throw you out the back door.
But I
Sweep
did. I
you
went and
out
bought
of
me a pair of Caribous and some jeans, and I went in there one night, and there's Ricky Hamilton and all of his buddies, and every time I turned around, there was a fight somewhere in there, and the parking lot.
it ain't that bad. Come
What are
on.
you talking about? Old Top Rail was a horrible
Well,
place to go to
No, why would so many people go there then if it was so bad?
for the music and fights, and cowgirls and tight jeans.
Well, that was a
You
good
know.
reason too. But
Yeah.
I never saw. I really, to be honest with you, Kelly, you can back me up, but now Kelly might have been in a couple fights, but I've never really seen any when we worked there, and we had a lot of people come in there during the week. I mean, I think that was like a 6-night week gig.
I never called him Kelly.
That's all I knew.
Buddy Ford.
Right, I knew that.
I wonder where Buddy came from. It was always, Buddy. And
Hey, buddy.
I was, I always wanted to date his sister, but my name wasn't Harless Freeman, so I couldn't.
Well, Kelly says Top Rail was rough, but definitely got much better. And I guess that's what I saw. I never really seen any of that.
I went up there one night. I made a big mistake. I went in there with my brother Bobby, and Buddy knows Bobby quite well, and Bobby took no prisoners.
I guess that was good a person to have to go to the Top Rail with.
I pulled up one time, and he's got two guys, both of them in a headlock.
Art Naismith says, I've got a 67 Volkswagen, but I think the warranty has probably expired. Luckily, it never breaks down. He said that was his nickname growing up, was Buddy.
Huh. Yeah, I'll show you.
And that's what happened to me. I mean, Bo is what everybody knew me growing up, and that's kind of what it is still today here. Yeah, I like Kelly Ford as a band name versus Buddy Ford.
That's my little brother.
Yeah, he's little. He's tiny, all right. Man, he's
That's
bigger than
my
that.
brother Vinny.
He's bigger than that tree behind you.
And you figure Vinny's 6 foot.
I know.
Yeah,
That's insane, dude. How did that happen?
I don't know.
Y'all do the DNA test on him like they did on you?
We've been questioning that
Yeah, I'm sure.
forever. People go, "That's your brother."
Boo-hoo.
I went, "Yeah,
Ronnie Swain goes, boo-hoo. It's boo-hoo.
that's right."
Call me boo-boo. But it's some great times, I can tell you
So,
that.
buddy, you're up there in Oklahoma,
Hey,
right?
Well, the last time I talked to him, and we kind of jammed around a little bit a couple times, he came down thinking about doing something, and it's where he was. I don't know if he's still there, but I don't know why he wouldn't be. You still in Oklahoma, Kelly? You're still tuned in?
Hey, buddy, do you think I could sing with your band just one time?
He could be, what is that, J.D. Sumner? Bop, 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 that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I just want to sing one time with Buddy.
And I'd put him on cowbell instead of letting him sing. So we can get more of it. Tulsa, that's where he is.
Yep.
Tulsa, Oklahoma.
And then he got some Christian music he came out with.
Super. Living on Tulsa Time right there. Remember the song?
That's right.
Sweet. And he's laughing.
See, he didn't say yes. He's just laughing at me. See, I don't get that.
Well, you bring the best out of people.
You know what LOL really means? No.
Lots of love.
No.
What he means no.
Instead of him going no,
Oh.
he just puts LOL. I got you, buddy. I
Yeah,
know exactly what
He
you're
says
saying.
he's going to put you on playing the spoons. That's even better yet.
That's right.
Or one of those things, what do they call them when you put around your neck?
The washboard.
Washboard. I tell you, I like that even better. I can see you dancing out there playing the
Oh,
washboard.
man.
You'd be rocking, man.
We could do it.
It's funny.
Yep.
Gary Coker says, a great purple morning to my royal purple brother, Big Wheels Bo Carver.
And what?
I
And
don't know.
what?
I can't read the rest.
And my best friend,
my eyes are blurry there.
Kurt Chase.
Yeah. Y'all
60.
60. Okay. Y'all have that. And bag of chips.
All that in
Okay.
a bag of chips.
Yeah. I'll take a bag of chips.
That's right. You never heard that? You're all
Yeah,
that
I
in a
have.
bag of chips?
Yeah, I've heard that. It's been a while though, but Gary's old enough to bring it back.
Gary, we got to carve a day and get up there and see. You ain't that far.
Yeah, your best friend has never seen you up there, but I have. Remember?
That's why I'm his best friend.
Because I showed up and he realized he didn't want to be best friends with me anymore.
If Bo comes again, he's got to bring
Yeah.
Kurt.
It was really an easy choice for him on that after that visit. Well, thanks, Gary, for tuning in up there in Wichita Falls.
Yeah, it's just hop, skip, and jump away.
Kelly wants to know how Bobby's doing.
He's doing good, buddy. He is retired. His son, Brian, took over the company, and him and Colette bought some lakefront property. Then he bought out everybody around them and leveled their homes and cleared it out. And, yeah, he's doing good. He got 11 grandkids and loving life. So I'll tell him you were asking about him.
Cool.
He still looks like Andre the Giant. I just showed Bo a
Yeah.
picture of him.
That's a one big human being right there. That's all I got to say. The only thing I'd be saying to Bobby would be, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What can I get you to eat?
What can I get you? What can I get for you? Do you
Yeah.
need driven somewhere?
833-787-1190 is the number. That's 833-787-1190. This segment of the show goes to the great folks. I got to tell you, over Grapevine Dodge, I had 7 friends, and Buddy knows Buzzy Murphy, and Mike Murphy went over and picked up their new
absolutely.
Ram pickup trucks, and I had a couple other buddies went and picked up their Ram trucks, and my brother sent me a guy, and he went and got his Ram truck up to $17,500 off on select models. The cheapest discount was $14,000 off. The place, Grapevine Dodge. And not only do they have the Dodges, but they've got the Challengers back with
Hemi.
a Hemi. I drive a Hemi.
Yes,
So you
sir.
can get the Hemi, you can get the twin turbo Hurricane, and then you got your full lineup of Jeeps. If you just go to grapevinedodge.com, that's grapevinedodge.com, and take a look at all their discounts. Stop in and see my buddy Wade. Write that name down, Wade, Wade. He's always wearing purple, even a purple Texas Ranger.
Hey, you
cap.
got to love a guy that's into purple like that.
I didn't know the Texas Rangers had a purple ball cap, but they do. And let Wade take care of you. Everybody, you know, Mike and Buzzy, them are tough cookies to deal with. They love the guy. And so did Derek and his son-in-law. They all picked up pickup trucks and, hey, Wade's the deal, and he is the deal. And then you got Shane back in finance going to take care of getting all your paperwork and everything done. From hello to congratulations, there's not a better place to own your Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, or Ram than Grapevine Dodge. Totally remodeled from the concrete up. And got a beautiful service area. My sister-in-law actually cooks fresh scones and cookies, and they got a huge snack bar and coffee bar in there to help you while you're relaxing while they're doing all the service, or you're waiting to get your vehicle out of PDI and make ready to drive home your new vehicle at grapevinedodge.com. So let's take a look at the numbers. I want to let you know there are some incredible deals. Q1 was not what the auto industry thought it was going to be. The SARS dropped about, what would that be, about 700,000 units. That's a lot.
Well, especially since used vehicles, sell 3 to 1?
Well, the used vehicles would be if they had the
Oh,
inventory.
okay. So normally.
Yeah, normally.
But that just goes to show because they're so
Yeah,
low.
right now it's about 2 to 1.
Okay.
They finished out last year at 16 million. Pre-owned was 48 million. So,
Wow.
you know, at 3 to 1, what Bo was quoting. And now there's such a demand because people are holding on to their cars an additional 2 years. So you back up several years ago, the average ownership was 10.2 years. Now it's 12.2 years because they're getting so darn expensive. And I would just tell you this, it's not about expanding out the term from 12 to 24 to 36 to 48 to 60, then 72 was a big jump. Now 84, and they say some lenders want to jump up to 96. I'm going, that is just nut. You'll never get out of the car. And you talk about extended warranties. That's the only thing that's going to save you, owning a car like that, or owning at that term. So here's the big thing: whether you like them or not is really immaterial when you look at your 401k, when you look at the stock market, when you look at prices of vehicles are coming down, because you have a businessman in there that knows now that you don't have Sleepy Joe and all the crazy Democrats that were saying electric, 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 and put this on it and put that on it. You got to have this on the car. And everybody that just cried about whatever, then they would mandate it on the automobiles. And it kept driving up the prices. You know, I asked a person the other day, I said, when are people going to be accountable to themselves and not rely on technology? I remember the one lady, there was a terrible accident and she was suing the manufacturer because there wasn't backup cameras. They should be putting backup cameras on everything. And guess what? They go in and they cry enough. And because you shouldn't be behind the wheel, you're not paying attention, you're in a hurry, something goes wrong, and then you think it ought to be mandated that that's a part of the vehicle. My mom had 7 kids and drove a station wagon that was, 100 yards long, and nothing ever happened. Ran over a couple bicycles, which you learn to put your bike up, but nobody ever got hurt. Mom was never in a wreck. The kids were never hit by a car coming down the drive. Guess what? They were paying attention. They had their hands on the steering wheel. They checked their surroundings before they got in the car. But people just they just don't want to be accountable or responsible. Let's just blame it on the manufacturer. Let's force the manufacturers to do more. And so with that and all this BS on electrification really pushed the needle on the cost of vehicles. How do we build them safer? How do we squeeze every drop of gasoline out? How do we put more technology on these vehicles than they actually really need, my opinion, and keep them and keep the price down? Well, you're not going to. President Trump comes in and says, hang on, we're dropping the cafes. We're taking away all the electric mandates. Look at Honda. At the end of the year, they'll have no electric vehicles in the United States. Why is that?
Because they know the situation about that. They know what the consumers want, what the consumers are looking for, and what they're not looking for, and what they want. Now, there's some need for EVs, but not to the demand that our government was pushing, and these manufacturers are knowing that.
Well, here's the thing: the average EV was being sold with a $7,500 incentive on it. What was amazing was the consumers were never going, well, we want bigger discounts. I figure, heck, the government, which was nuts in the first place, paying people to buy cars. That is the darndest thing I've ever. You talk about a waste of money. I think that the owner of Berkshire had the greatest thing. Anytime GDP's up over 5%, fire everybody in Congress. And now they're wanting more money and higher taxes to waste.
Well, they've been getting it, so why would they keep going to the well?
So the largest employer in the world, the auto industry, has been the one that's been punished the most, with too many ignorant people in Congress. Too many ignorant people. They have no business being in Congress. And the people that voted them in, their itineraries are working for them. They're not working for the average American people. Nowhere even close. But here's the deal. Now electrification, these vehicles are going to be going from a $7,500 discount. Get this. The average discount on an EV is going to be north of $11,000 with no federal assistance. Think about that.
Well, what a lot of people didn't realize either, that, and you tried to tell them that $7,500 is going to come off when they come back for a trade or to return. They didn't realize that was affecting them in the product that when they brought it back.
So you got a $7,500 incentive from the federal government, from the American people.
Right.
Shame on the government for introducing that at all.
And then,
yeah. Instead of doing that, why don't we bring down credit card rates?
Oh.
Why don't we start taking care of all these crazy bank fees? Why don't we take care of the things that are really crushing the American people more? than
Adding
giving
to
them
it.
money to drive a car. I mean, it's just nuts for me. That's why, these midterms, get smart people in there, get business people in there, not politicians. Politicians have failed. 40 trillion in debt. They have failed us, and you keep putting these people in the office. I don't. I want business people in there running the country because
Well, they
that's just what we
understand the
need. But with
circumstances.
that,
of
you
it.
think the average is going to be over 11,000. I've got a couple of dealers that are taking $17,000 off their electric vehicles to get rid of them. 17,000. They're taking a bath on them right now because they're paying all this interest on their floor plan to get rid of them. Then you turn around and take a look at what the rebates and incentives are, and that's why I tell people, even if you're looking for a hybrid, which hybrids are in big demand, the discounts and incentives are across the board really, really well. So you've got all this additional. Right now, the used car market is still up 11%. From the 21% it was during COVID, it's still up about 11%. So you're getting all the money for your trade-in, and the average, just the average incentive across the board is about $3,000. So you're getting all the MMR, which is a Manheim Market Report money, plus $3,000 on average on incentives. With pickup trucks, it's way more. This is a good time to take advantage of, because we're going to turn the corner here sooner than later. Gas prices are going to dump, and you will be in the true driver's seat. Quick break, 833-787-1190. We'll be right back.
Well, I love a rainy night. I love a rainy night. I love
In that
Who's it?
Eagle Blurred Humperdinck, isn't it?
Who's singing this?
I thought that's who it was. No, I know who it is.
Nope.
I know who it is.
They named a Volkswagen after
Well,
it.
I love a rainy night.
Got it on the tip of my tongue.
Rain on my face.
Eddie Rabbit.
There, thank you. Yeah.
You know what makes me feel good.
Yeah.
There you go, buddy. That right there should have got you want me to sing in your band.
That's it. Sign him up, Kelly. Bring him to Tulsa. Get him out of Texas. We need to make a trip up to Tulsa and see our buddy. We should do that. Maybe we could get Dan to loan us one of these ID buzzes and go up there, visit.
No.
Why?
They probably ain't got charging stations in Tulsa. We have to tow it back.
We just leave it. Call Dan up. We're flying back.
Buddy, we loved the ride here.
Yeah, we made it one way.
We can't get back.
We're flying back.
Look out now. How are you, brother?
Good to see you.
Good, good.
So we'll call him up and say we're on our way back, but the buzz isn't. It's still there. We're yet to find the charging station. So
That's right.
come on up. Bring a generator with you. Pull it back with a trailer. It's such a good looking vehicle too, man. It's just so crazy.
Oh, you just look at the front end of the green one.
Right.
I am digging it. That was the first edition. When you look at the one there, the blue and off yellow.
Yeah.
Didn't go over real well. Then they turned around and made it like this.
Mhm.
And man, oh man, did it take off.
Well, it didn't take off as well as it
And
should.
so you
have.
look at that one. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it'd be a 16 window. Those things are bringing totally refurbished and everything. I saw one at the auction, $250,000.
You're talking about the classic.
Yeah, the orange
60
one.
year 60 model or whatever.
Yeah, and I think there's more than that because I didn't count the windows up on top. So you still have the 4 on top, the 5 on the side. So what would that be? 10, 18, windshield, 19, 20 windows.
Well, that was the hippie go-to vehicle right there, baby.
Oh,
If you wanted to see the country and go to California or Florida and pack all your buddies, they're going to go with you, your girlfriends or your multiple girlfriends, take off and just live on the beach.
did you have multiple girlfriends?
I can't answer that question.
I didn't.
I would like to have had.
I've always been a one-woman man.
Yeah, I see that.
And now I'm married way over my pay grade and been with her 34 years.
Well, there you go. Something working for you.
For me,
Could be that new vehicle sitting in the garage,
no,
but
could
whatever.
be,
60 seconds.
Yeah,
Whatever it is,
I'll do what I got.
Whatever it is, it doesn't
I
matter.
got, I don't care. I'll do what I got to do.
Yeah, it works.
I spent all this weekend, this week, planting flowers and re-landscaping the backyard because Melinda says, I want a pretty backyard. Let me tell you what, I've worked my butt off. That backyard looked pretty.
It did look good. I have to
You can
say.
go back there now, and I put in these new, I forgot what they're called, but they grow about 4 foot, 5 foot, and they have these big, huge green leaves on them. Got those planted. My neighbor gave me some, I think a half a dozen, and put them in. And the plum trees are blooming. Yeah,
Kelly said, "Come see him."
we need to do that. We need to
I
do some
told
road
her.
trips.
Well, that would be great, man. Let's go up there
How,
and hang
how
out.
far a drive is Tulsa?
Kelly, you'll have to tell us instead of having to look up. What does it take to get from the Dallas area to Tulsa?
Boy, Jason got a cooking on the deal now. Oh, yeah.
You know who that is? Who?
Tulsa time.
Yeah, who is it?
Ooh, my mind.
Don Williams.
Yep.
I bet I've played this song about 500 times. It's a great song, though.
I've got 4 Don Williams song in my phone. 833-787-1190 is the number. If it's a Ford, I got to tell you what, head over to Grapevine Ford, see my buddy Cameron and I had half a dozen guys and gals go over there and pick up 4 pickup trucks. 1 picked up an Expedition, 1 picked up an Explorer, and then I got a buddy going to surprise his son and buying him a Mustang for graduation. There's a lot of people that buy my kid a Mustang. You got to have a good kid to put him in a Mustang.
You got to have a good parent to put the kid in the Mustang.
You really, but he is a good kid. And he's already been over there and taken a look at the cars, and he's met the staff over there and called me up and said it was the best shopping experience. You know what? That's just as good as a buying experience when you can have a great shopping experience. And you get the best of the both. And it's the true home of the love it or leave it promise. You don't absolutely love that vehicle when you get it home. Bring it back, and they're going to put you in the one that you do love. And I've had about a half a dozen people do that. And the last one was the people that bought the Explorer. They brought it home, and they did a mock trip, which was so important to them because they do so much traveling now as a family, and it wasn't big enough. And they went back later that day and got with Cameron and bought an Expedition. And he said it's incredible. They come out, reworked the deal. Obviously, the trade-in value stayed the same, and drove home an Expedition. It was really cool because they've been sending me pictures of a lot of the travels that they've done. That's the thing about Grapevine Ford is they want you happy from hello to congratulations, period. The place, the true home of the love it or leave it promise, Grapevine Ford. Log on now to grapevineford.com. That's grapevineford.com.
We got Judge Gregory saying, "Good morning, gents."
Good morning, Judge. Yeah,
Yes.
I was going to take him to lunch the other day, but he had a jury trial, and we didn't get to break bread. But I'm going to be out there next week, and I'll give you a heads up and see which day we can, you and I can hook up out there. We went over to right next door to the barbecue joint, walked in, like the whole place knows him.
Yeah, he probably
Like
has.
I'm eating with royalty.
Yeah, of course. He is royalty.
He is royalty.
And he's running for re-election this year. So if you're out in that neck of the woods, Precinct 4 in Tarrant County, get out there and make your vote count by getting the right person and keeping the right person in that position. JP Judge, Precinct 4, appreciate it. And we will back him 100,000%.
Yep. And his sweet wife has some new doggies.
Oh, boy.
And I've been looking at them, and there's one on there that the dark-faced one that I really, really like. For me, I've never liked small dog, but that's a cool-looking little dog. All right. Hey,
he says, "No, sir, I'm just a regular guy." But we know better than that.
We know better than that.
Humble
Being humble is good.
Yeah, humble's good on some people. It's not good on you, Judge. You got it. We know it.
So I'm looking over the sales for Q1 year to date, and it's amazing. Who do you think had the highest percentages that was not in the negative pluses in sales?
Probably Toyota.
No, it was
Mazda.
I'm sitting here looking across the board. I'm going, holy cow. You take a look around and you're going, well, here's the thing. The numbers are kind of skewed because of inventory. You take a look at Toyota right now, and you can't get a RAV4. You can't get a Highlander, a Grand Highlander.
So that affects
you can,
sales.
but you're on the list as they're quick as they're coming in.
It doesn't
gone.
mean they're not selling Toyotas. It
That's
means
right.
you can't get them.
Yep. But when you look at it, there was a lot of people in the negative, except for Genesis, Hyundai, and Kia. And they have been on fire now for the last several years with their vehicle. The new Kia Telluride is out, and I love everything about it. When I went out and test drove,
And that's a 27, right?
yeah, they skipped over 26,
Right.
and they said, so I found out why. Everybody said, how come Kia did not build a 2026 Telluride? And this was really cool. They took the Telluride around to all the dealerships, and they did all of these on-the-road shows with this vehicle, and they actually took the input from all of the shows on the Telluride.
And that's unusual, isn't it?
Highly unusual, because I would just tell you, there's two manufacturers that I was with, and every time the manufacturers come by, they'd ask all these questions. And finally, I told the owner, so I'm not going to that stupid meeting anymore. It's why I said, no matter what we tell them, nothing changes. It's like they're getting paid to go through a process with no results. None.
Right.
Well, with Kia, they actually took all this information and went, wow, this makes sense, that makes sense, this makes sense. But by the time they had made the changes or knew what the deadline would be to make these changes,
But I see what you're saying.
they couldn't have put a 26 out.
Right. So that
It would
was
have been
kind of
too late.
smart. That's
So they
interesting.
figure, well, by that time, the 27s would have come out. And so instead of just badging it a 2026, they went ahead and badged it a 2027.
Well, that's kind of cool.
And I'm not a brown person on the color of a car, other than maybe a Ranchero or a El Camino, or, some of the old cars, they had that brown that was just freaking beautiful, and I loved it. But they have a matte and a metallic brown on a Telluride that's freaking cool.
I bet it looks good with
put it in my
black.
driveway.
I bet it looks good with black wheels.
Black wheels, I know, and I'm not a
would.
black wheel guy.
But yeah, I can see why that'd be nice.
And let me just tell you, the wheels on my car are not black; they're metallic gray.
You just gotta say something that, man, I guarantee 100 people could walk out there and look at that car and they say that's black wheels. They're not gonna say that's
The window
metallic
sticker
gray.
says gray metallic.
But the sticker's not on your vehicle now.
It don't matter.
You'll do anything to say that it's.
I just don't. I had a buddy and it was really bad. He bought a blue vehicle and it had black wheels on it. And he goes, "Hey, what do you think?" And he goes, "I dare you." He knew what I was going to say. And I went, "You've got the ugliest wheels you could have put on that
dare you.
vehicle." And I know he's listening and I'm going to hear about it later, but I don't know.
Well, I'm a black wheel guy, but there are colors I think that chrome would be better, or a mixture, the chrome / gray or whatever that they can do. So I agree with that.
Like on the Atlas right here, it's
Mhm.
blue,
right?
but when you lean back, it's got black in the slots, but it's got
The chrome, whatever they call it.
yeah, the nickel finish.
Right, and that's nice.
Yeah, I can roll with that.
And it fits because of it's
Yeah.
mixture with chrome and blackness on the vehicle, so it's really it accentuates it really nice. So
Yep.
very cool.
But there's some makes and models. I got a lot of people going, I heard about this and I heard about this. Well, hang on, let me tell you, it's an inventory problem. It's not for a lack of quality, durability, reliability, cost of ownership. When you see some of these numbers, when you see people backing off because of gas prices, that's part of the percentage. And then on some of the other manufacturers, it's due to inventory. Nothing about bad. Take the bad out of it.
And
It's
what's
got
the
nothing to
reason
do
why
with
the
it.
inventory is down? Is it because they're selling too
Well,
many of them and can't keep up? Is that
Right now, I
what it
think
is?
there's 9 vehicles that have a stop sale on it because there's an issue, a safety recall. One, they had the ID Buzz had a no sale because of a door handle. And so you just don't, a lot of people don't, okay, what's going on? There's a safety issue. No, it's a no sale to get it fixed before it comes back out to the marketplace. Let's take a quick break. 833-787-1190. We'll be right back. Oh, here's a good one. Who's this? Come on now. On Broadway. One of my favorites. George
Benson.
That's it.
Yeah. And I could see the face, but I just couldn't say that. Once I
And
heard
he
the first-
plays that big electric guitar like what's his name?
Chet Atkins.
No, the guy from Hee Haw, Roy Clark.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That big electric
Well,
guitar.
it's called a wide body electric, and it's just gives it a more mellow type sound than like a Strat or a Telecaster, and those are more. You'll see those more in rock or blues. Tellies are very, very, very popular in those realms, but the Strat is probably the most popular electric playing guitar.
I was watching Pawn
Guessing, but I'm
Stars,
gonna say it is.
and this guy came in. His name was Zip or something. I can't remember. This white-haired guy, and he brought in his guitar, and he actually helped Jimmy Page play the guitar
How about that?
and pick up certain notes. I can't remember if it was Zip or whatever, but he thousands and thousands of albums that he was on and music for movies and show, absolutely incredible. So when, always when I say, hey, I know somebody knows everything about guitar.
Right.
This guy walked in, he turned and looked at me, he's like, holy cow. He goes, do you know who this is? And
Of course.
the dad on Pawn Stars, he was like, no. And he goes, this guy is like a god in the music industry. And so
They're out
he
there.
opened it up and he saw that guitar and he had all the songs that had been played with that guitar. And he looked at me and goes, this guitar is worth.
Well, he was probably a studio musician. And a lot of those guys, you don't know who they are, but they are dynamite in that arena.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, if you're a musician, you know that if you've dialed in to certain songs and you like doing that and who played on them and all that, you begin to realize, hey, this guy's been around.
Yeah. They had one guy they were talking about all these bands and everything. They said they had the guys that played on stage, but then they had some of the guys that played in studio.
Right.
And this guy made millions
Sure.
playing in studio.
Oh, yeah.
I had no idea.
No, it's big money there and a great gig if you can ever land that, but you got to be really, really good.
Like a
get-
lot of the people that were on tour with Elvis were not the people in studio.
Right. Sometimes, but later in life when they had those guys in his later life, they were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was amazing how many people would go in and there would be studio people versus the band. I thought that everybody had only their band in studio, but that wasn't the case.
Well, Elvis could afford to hire those guys. I mean, and take them out on the road with him. But
Have you ever been to Graceland?
Oh yeah, a couple times.
Did you like it?
I thought it was really cool.
Yeah.
And the president just went there this past week.
Yeah.
And then
They say it's not as big as it looks.
it's not.
The house.
No, it's not. It's similar to.
And you can't go upstairs.
Well, I could. We did.
Did you?
I don't know why they would block that off. We went upstairs because there's a whole long hallway that has all of his records and all that. I mean, it was amazing. But it's
You know
similar.
that thing still generates $50 million a year.
It's never going to die. Wow. It's never going to die because the generation that loved him so much passes it on to the next, and then they will pass it on. And it's.
You see that lady? She did all that bogus paperwork to take over Graceland.
Oh yeah,
And the daughter, Lisa Marie's daughter,
Priscilla.
figured it out, and went to Priscilla. They got together, and the lady was arrested for fraud, and she was a day away from taking over Graceland.
Wow. Well, that's pretty scary stuff right there. But
Kind of like those squatters. Let me just tell you what, you go in my house and squat, you can change every lock you want. I'm coming through the window.
Well, Abbott signed a
You're going
law.
out the window.
Abbott signed a law about that. So that's changed here in the state of Texas.
Yep.
But the house that's out there remember Dallas?
Mhm.
It's not as big as it
Oh, a
looked.
little bitty.
Yeah, it's not near as big
When
as
we
that.
went to the deal, KLTY did that big concert out there,
Right.
and it was on the grounds, South Fork.
All right.
And so I went up to the house. I'm like, not near as big.
No. But they sure made it big.
Here we go.
Speaking of Elvis, one of his better songs that I've always loved right there.
All I know is I want to bring you home.
Wow, sweet, sweet.
You know, he enjoyed singing gospel music more than other music.
Yes, that's why he had those backup singers were always quartets from the gospel music, like the Stamps and J.D. Those guys, Oak Ridge Boys early on.
Yep. 833-787-1190 is the number. That's 833-787-1190. Well, we got a lot to cover today, but let's jump into another great sponsor. My buddy over at Burleson Nissan, Justin Crane. I'm going to be down there next week. I've got 2 listeners I'm going to be meeting over there. You're looking for some of the, not only a great lineup of brand new Nissan, but take a look at his pre-owned inventory. That guy keeps picking up some price points that are just absolutely unbelievable when it comes to pre-owned inventory. Burleson Nissan, 35 in Renfro Road. Stop in there and see Justin Crane, managing partner. He's right there on the showroom floor. Let him know you listen to the Automotive Edge radio show. But I had some people here in locally, and I went, just take a look. And you know what's funny? All the way in Burleson. I'm like, really?
Well, I come on when we do a show down there. I come from almost Oklahoma, and it takes me like only 45 minutes. So come on, y'all stop all that. Really?
Yeah. Head down there, Mason. I'm going to tell you what, the Nissan Rogue, which is right there with anything else in the marketplace, and every time you turn around, they're totally redesigning. You got the Pathfinder that's been redesigned. You got the Armada that's been totally redesigned. And then you don't forget it. You got one of the top selling midsize truck, the Frontier, available. And then it just comes down to I'm telling you, the easiest way to own a Nissan, that's Burleson Nissan, 35 in Renfro Road. Log on right now to burlesonnissan.com. That's burlesonnissan.com. 3 vehicles under $25,000. And that's the Sentra, the Kicks, and the Versa that you can get under $25,000. A couple of them, one of them under 20, and another one at $21,000, $22,000 for a brand new 2026 Nissan. And then you got all the other models to take a look at, and all the different. Now they got all the really cool Rockport off-road packages now that you can add to it. So there's a whole lot going on. But you want to meet Justin Crane, one of my.
One of the most knowledgeable guys in the industry from what I've met. I mean, the guy, and just a joy to be around, very upbeat all the time. And if you want to really get acquainted with somebody that's a real positive energy in the automobile world, you go to meet Justin Crane.
Yep. So I get a lot of people when I talk to them about diesel technology because, you know, there's a lot of great diesel products out there. With Chevrolet, you got the diesel in the Tahoe, which is a different diesel than what's in the pickup trucks. And then you can get in the Suburban as well, and they're going to be expanding that, and hybrid technology coming in. A lot of people going, hey, Kurt, why do you promote diesel? That's such a filthy burning vehicle. If you go back to 2001, they really started. I figure it was 25 years ago where they really started putting the heavy mandates on there for the clean burning diesel. And now you have the ULSD diesels, which is the ultra low sulfur diesels. And when you see these vehicles going down the road, unless they put the stacks on them, which I think are illegal to put on now, if you've already had them on there, I think you're okay, but you can't add. My understanding is you can't put the stacks in the bed anymore, and they hit the gas and all the black smoke blows out.
Now, you talking about it with the big pipes going up like that?
Yeah.
And
yeah, they cut holes in the bed. And
why did they do that? It's just for the sound?
Yeah, just for the look.
Okay.
Sound. It'd be cool.
Okay.
Remember the little red truck?
Yeah.
The Dodge, and you know it had the stacks on the back.
Yeah.
It's just one of those redneck kind of things to do. But I'm going to just tell you that the ULSDs are really every time you turn around, they're just getting better and better and better, and you're not seeing all the pollution and all the stuff coming out. I do have a buddy that every time they have a rally against Trump, he's got an old diesel, and he'll go by them and nail it. It blows out black smoke. You can't see nobody standing there.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's the only time I like it. But anyway, these new clean burning diesels are really proving themselves. I have a buddy that a few years back, he bought one of the Tahoe diesel, and they travel a lot. And he's got 287,000 miles on this rig.
And those are less expensive than some of the just diesels. That
Yeah,
they
the average diesel upgrade is about $4,400.
But then-
On the Chevy is $900.
right.
And it's going up a little bit, but still, you know, when you're doing apples and oranges, and here again, it's not the same diesel that you're going to find that'll tow,
Right, of
you know,
course.
20,000 pounds. It's
Right.
not what it's on
It's
there for.
designed for that type of vehicle.
Right. And
But
for
it's-
longevity,
Right.
MPG,
Mhm.
you know, for people that don't like to trade a whole lot, those diesel motors that they're putting in are going to last you a very, very, very long
Right.
time. You know, same thing with Volkswagen when they came out with their TDIs. These are, you know, engines, you know, and unless you just quit putting fluid in them, you can't kill them. They're going to run forever and ever and ever with what we call a good LOF, which is lube, oil, and filter. It's kind of showing my age in the auto industry, but they'd
Yeah.
pull up and you'd hear the dispatch, LOF lane 1, LOF lane 1, and you knew what it was, which became quick lube. And they were going, well, we don't lubricate them. Well, actually, they do. So,
What are the things that they lubricate?
well, you got to make sure that it has all the proper fluids in it.
Right.
They're all up to date, whether it's transmission fluid, brake fluid, antifreeze, all of the power steering,
Right.
all of the fluids are all the viscosity hasn't been broken down, and they're lubricating everything they need
Right.
to in the system. And then also, when they're putting the new filter on, they'll take a little bit of oil and lubricate it,
Right, I
make sure that
gotcha.
they're putting the crush washer on right,
Right.
and everything seals good.
So they lubricate like, you know,
but it's not like you see the old grease gun where they're lubricating,
okay,
you know,
that's-
all the
yeah, I
joints on the
gotcha.
outside.
Yeah.
You know,
Those were the
years
days.
ago, yeah, you know, hey, toss me the grease gun, and you know,
Exactly.
you'd see them connect it, and they'd pump it until the grease come out of the axle.
Yeah,
What they call them, the tie rods. You'd see all the,
sure. That's
Yeah.
what lube really meant,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah. but anyway, everything's all now sealed.
Mhm.
They just look for leaks now instead of pumping it in there. Quick break. 833-787-1190. I'm Kurt Chase with the Great One Big Wheel Bo Carver. We'll be right back.
We're on a different timetable than we normally are. All right. Want to let everybody know that we'd like for you to, we don't ask much, but if you haven't not subscribed to the YouTube channel for the Automotive Edge Radio Show, what do we got to do?
What do you mean?
What do we got to do to get y'all to do that? All we're doing is asking, please,
That's right.
to help boost the show, because because Kurt's starting to do a lot of short videos about specific things about the automobile industry. So they're not just our live feed every Saturday, although we have that. And those are archived. So if you did miss it, you can go back and watch it there. And I know Facebook has only given you a shorter time now. It's only 30 days that they allow the live feeds
Yeah.
up. But the YouTube has not done that. So you can go back as far as you want to go back and see our live feeds from these radio shows. But all the additions that are added for these additional short videos, they're excellent. And then he's got some podcasts that he's doing with some of the owners of the dealerships. It's fantastic. And the more people know about it, the more educated they're going to be. And so when questions are being asked, so it's Google and YouTube are combined. If you Google like something about the automobile industry, it could pop up higher for the Automotive Edge to pop up higher in that listing. And the higher that we get is to help people. That's all it is. We're wanting more people to know about things that'll help them to make their decisions, so whether it's buying, selling, lease, parts, service, body work, just to get them in a better spot so they don't get taken advantage of. So if you wouldn't mind doing that, subscribe to that channel. It'll help us a lot. We appreciate it.
Charlie says they still got grease certs to grease on your vehicle.
There you go.
Why do we put LOL?
Lots of love. It's
Lots of
actually
love. That's what Charlie's saying. Lots of love.
lots of love. That's what we always thought for longer, but it's lots of laughs.
That's not what I mean.
What do you-
Laugh out loud.
Oh,
I didn't know
what's
that.
the difference?
I guess you could laugh internally.
Lots of laughs. Yeah, I guess it's I don't know. Laugh out loud's what you're saying. Whatever it is, we call it whatever we want here on the Automotive Edge Radio Show. That's what we do. We do what we do when we do. Rangers lost their opener yesterday, home opener, but I think they're still 4-3 right now. So they.
You know what, my buddy Kyle Gabhart was at the game and bumped into my son.
Oh, that's
Took
pretty
a picture
cool.
at the game together.
Yeah, Charlie says it's laughing out loud. Okay, well, we say something different here on the Automotive Edge Radio Show.
What do you say? Lots of laugh?
No, I say lots of laughs, but he's
amazing.
Loud.
When I get text messages, Melinda will go, "How come you don't respond?" I said, "They abbreviated." I will not respond to abbreviation. I'm just telling you. I'm not that guy.
Well, especially some of the ones that you really go, "What are you talking about?"
I have never in my life put LOL on anything.
Some of them are so deep. Are so like non-seen very much.
Why have a lot? Remember the movie Lost in Translation?
Yeah.
Why? Could you imagine Judge Gregory sitting there and go
talking in that kind of language?
Hey, excuse me, Mr. Attorney, BTW.
Yeah, TYLOL. Yeah, that's what's going to happen with the
Hang on. What did you just say? Oh, LOL.
Yeah, when the aliens finally land, that's all they're going to see is that the abbreviation, so they won't think we had a language.
Yeah, Judge Gregory will have a sheet with all the abbreviations. Just say it out loud to the plaintiff and attorneys and everybody. Could you imagine?
That'd be funny, actually.
That'd be outstanding. Hey, thanks so much for joining us. 833-787-1190 is the number. This segment of the show goes to the great folks over at Classic Kia Carrollton. I was just there the other day. If you go to our YouTube page, we have an interview with Jesse Hull, the managing partner over there. What a great guy. Family owned and operated. It makes a big difference. And we had a great time there with Jesse, and then we got to visit with Alan Glover, general manager. The new 2026 Telluride's out. 2027, excuse me, and the hybrids are coming in, but he's got a list of everything coming in on the Telluride hybrid. Just go over and put your name on one. And one guy goes, "What if I don't take it?" Let me just tell you, somebody will. Don't worry about that. That vehicle, between the Telluride hybrid and the Grand Highlander, you just got to put your name on it when it comes in. It gets there, but they're coming in sooner than later. And then the new Kia Sportage, totally redesigned. You got to like it. K5 under $25,000. So there's something there to meet your needs. And for the families that are doing some traveling, go drive the Kia Carnival. I got to tell you, put the name aside, put it under the big tent. The clowns don't come rolling out. I dig that ride. I really, really do. And I sat in the very back and I had one of the salesmen drive me. I like it. The place, ClassicKiaCarrollton.com. That's ClassicKiaCarrollton.com. And stop in and meet Jesse, meet Alan Glover, and enjoy your Kia experience. 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty on the vehicle. How can you go wrong? ClassicKiaCarrollton.com. All right. Let's see here. I got asked a question the other day, and it said, could you please talk about red tag sales? And I never did red tag sales when I was running dealerships. I never did. And when I was selling cars and I had people come in, I actually took what we call a hang tag out of the vehicle. It always says was and is. And then the guy goes, well, you know what? It was amazing. The wasn't that high when I looked at it previously. I'm like, well, go figure. The same thing with so many markups. I was at a furniture store and it says was and is. And I said, that can't be true. That couch was this much a month ago. And so they mark it up and show you a big discount. But when you go to the grocery store, you go to different was and is, unless you go to the markdown meat that's kind of turning brown. That really is a markdown price. But I I don't do that. I look at what the retail is. If you go online, you can see what the retail is, and that's where you start versus was and is. We saw one the other day, and the previous price was 68,000, whatever. The original was all the way up to 73,000, and then they rolled down the discount. So I don't the was and is thing. Forget it. Just take a look at the bottom line of the vehicle, and that's really what's most important to you. And all the rest of the stuff that comes out in the mails, you know, when they send you the key, I promise you, that key doesn't start that car. It doesn't start the car. Maybe once in a blue moon. I know they have to have a key, but if you send me an email at kurtchase@yahoo.com, I'll send you a video where nobody liked the owner of the dealership. And they were giving away a car, and they had all these hundreds of people lined up, and if your key started, you got to drive the car.
Oh boy.
Well, this owner was such a mean human being, he actually took the key and it was in his desk. Well, fortunately, he happened to tell one of the managers that the key was in the desk. So
The real key to start.
the real key. So he went in there and switched keys and actually gave the key to somebody.
That is
And
crazy.
the owner's standing there, and the guy goes in, he starts the car,
Oh,
and
beautiful.
you should have seen.
I bet he wet
And
his
he
pants.
was hiding off to the side to videotape the owner, and the owner was livid.
Oh, boy.
He runs into his office and grabs the key out of the desk and comes out, and it doesn't work. And it is the best of the best of the best. This guy sent me this video
Oh, that's
years
awesome.
ago. And so I don't get into all that. I still get all the stuff in the mail come by. It's like that free meal. You think you're going to go to dinner and get a free meal, but you're not. You're being sold something.
Might get a free drink.
Yeah. So all the gimmicks and games, you don't have to deal with that. Go to theautomotiveedge.com. Send me your information. I'll give you a phone call. If you want to send me a dissertation, I will read it. Usually I can get on the phone with you and take about 3 minutes of your time to define what you're looking for and then place you at the different places. And I'm going to give you a flavor. Not as many as Baskin Robbins. You know how many flavors are Baskin Robbins?
36.
You're close.
32.
31.
Oh, okay.
But they may have more now, but their sign says 31.
Okay.
Maybe you say delete and add or whatever. I don't know how they do it.
I
But
almost said that by the sign said they're lying. They got more.
I will tell you that 50% of the people I talk to actually take my advice and go drive Model B or C or D. All the brand loyalists, I said, look, I get it. I get why you only buy that rig, because I used to manage a dealership that sold that rig. Very loyal. Look at Subaru people. When we're over there at Highly Subaru, and we're talking to people, and I was talking to people that are back in service. People are on their 4th, 5th, 6th Subaru, and here was the funny thing about it. Most of them never traded in their Subaru.
They passed it down to their
Passed it
kid
down.
or whatever.
Sold it to a friend, a neighbor, whoever.
Right.
Absolutely incredible. I get it. There's not too many, 2nd and 3rd generation Subaru people are going to change their minds. Same
Right.
people that were buying the Volkswagen Beetle when it was out, they
Oh,
revamped it. Those people were loyalists. You're just not going to change your mind. Truck people are the same way. I've got one guy says, I talked to him the other day, and his family was on their 80 or 90th Ford pickup truck. You're not going to change them. But when you're calling me and you're looking for an SUV, I go, hey, have you thought about, have you taken a look at? Never have. Never been on my radar. Well, here's the deal. No obligation, no pressure, no hassle. I'm going to set you up with the dealer, go drive the car. And it's amazing. They call me back and go, wow, I had no idea. One of my favorites out there is the Mazda CX-70 because it's a V6 with a turbo. The difference between the CX-70 and the 90 is the 3rd row. That 70 is one of my all-time favorite. I can't, and now they put some really good panache, some look, their red is one of the coolest reds in the marketplace for me. Then I take a look and go around and go, I drove the Atlas the other day and I was like, holy schmoly. You look how big this thing is and the drivability, it'll just blow you away.
Well, it's wide. That's what I like about it. It gives
Yeah.
you that roomy width-wise as well as the height, because a lot of them are more height.
Yeah.
But this,
Well, look at the separation in the driver and passenger
Yeah,
seat.
you can see that.
You could just climb to the back
Mhm.
seat.
No doubt. Beautiful
So
rig.
open up your mind and kind of your vision. And so I always tell people, let me give you my top three. And if these one of the top three doesn't work, that's okay. Call me back. I'll give you the next three. And take time driving all the cool, great vehicles that are out there. I had a buddy that only bought import SUVs, would not look at anything else. I literally had to go pick one up and bring it to him. And he goes, you got to be kidding me. Well, him and his wife got to this King Ranch Expedition. The salesman had to load up the paperwork and come to their home.
Oh my gosh.
He goes, this is staying right here. He saw that leather and he goes, I've never bought a Ford. And I'm like, I get it. But guess what? And so I'm out there on the phone. He goes, hey, will they still do one of them home delivery things? I call Cameron. He's like, yeah, we will. So great products out there. Spend the time driving. It's just so important to do. But I got some people now that have been brand loyal for a long time going, hey, it's just the same old thing. It's become kind of vanilla to me. Great. What are you driving now? Well, we're thinking about fantastic. Here's my top three. Go drive them. And so your vehicle may be in the top three, so I'll add a fourth. And this is me going out and looking at residuals. First of all, what is that vehicle worth 4, 5, 6 years down the road on average, where the miles match up with the condition, and then the cost of ownership. When these vehicles come out, go back to service and say, hey, can I get a menu on what the average cost of owning this vehicle is? I've had some people walk out going, no way would I spend that kind of money to own that vehicle. I get it. And so these are the things I do. When I heard the new Telluride was coming out, I'm there. When I heard the new totally redesigned whatever, I'm there. And I'm going through it bumper to bumper. I'll drive the previous model. I'll drive that one and go, let's talk about what all these fantastic changes are they're talking about. Let's see what all the upgrades are. And then I look at the price point, I look at the residuals, and then I get you, the consumer, that information. But remember, I am 6 foot, half inch, and 40 pounds lighter. And so how I fit and feel in a vehicle is going to be much different on how Bo fit and feels.
Well, it's also going to be different than what you felt a year ago or two.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because of the change in your body and your makeup in that way. And again, what you're saying about what I would feel in a vehicle versus you or a young lady or this, it does make a difference.
Yep.
So until you test drive it and get out there and spend some time in it, you won't know. And don't be that person that just drives around the block and then has buyer's remorse.
Yeah.
A month later.
You know, I have a lot of people going, where are the V6s? Well, I'll tell you what, there's not a lot out there unless you're buying pickup trucks or big SUVs, whatever the case may be. But I tell them, when's the last time that you drove a 4-cylinder turbo or one of the VTECs or whatever? And they're like, no way. But it's amazing when you actually get them in there, I get the same response.
60 seconds.
I couldn't believe it. I had no idea. Who'd have thought?
Mm-hmm.
And that's where driving is so much fun now. But for me, it comes down to residuals. What can I buy and put money down on with the least amount of depreciation? And that's what we're going to help you with each and every time. Unless you're just set on whatever you want, then we're going to put you with the best people, with the best product, and the best follow.
We'll let you do that. We're not trying. We're not.
Hey, it's your car,
yeah,
your money,
your deal. So, but
all I can do is give you advice.
At least go to Kurt to help you get what you're set on wanting.
No doubt about it. 833-787-1190. Quick break. We'll be right back. Huh? Thanks everybody for hanging out. It's good to see some old friends, new friends, joining us here on the Automotive Ed Radio Show. Always good having Judge Gregory with us, Ronnie Swain, great having Buddy Ford join me. I haven't spoke to Buddy in many, many, many years, but I do see him a lot on Facebook. Go to Kelly Ford if you just go on to Facebook or Kelly Ford and listen to his music. I'm going to tell you what, he knocks it out of the park. Good to see. And I've known Kelly since he was a little boy. And what a great man. He's got some good Christian music out as well. Ronnie Swain, 319 miles to Tulsa. So that is about, I don't know, what, 4 hours to get there, depending on who's driving. Yeah, we need to jump up there and see Kelly. You know what? I think if I go up there and get in the studio with Kelly, I may have me a little side gig going on where I can get in there and hum a few songs with him, maybe have that opportunity. I think that may work out for me. We'll find out. Okay, who posted that? Who posted that? I don't know who that is. Congrats on getting back down to marriage weight. Okay, who's the comedian? That just popped up on my screen. All right, we got, what do we got here? Another hour? So if you got something you want to talk about, any makes or models, and want to jump in there with us, let me know, and we'll get you hooked up. Let's see here. Well, Dan just gave me a bunch of cool stuff here. There we go. All right. We got Dan Smith going to be joining us, having a little bit of fun here on the radio. And be sure, hey, we got a bunch of stuff coming out next week in our newsletter. So go to theautomotiveedge.com. Right when you get there, it's going to pop up. And be sure to sign up for the newsletter. We got some really, really cool information that's coming out. And my projections and forecast for Q2, Q3. Q4, who knows what's going to be happening. Other, you got to get out and vote. We got the midterms coming up in November. Don't let the wackadoodle-doos get in there. Just don't do it. Look at not what they're promising and doing, what they've been doing. Not what they've been promising to do. Not what they say they're going to do, because we know that 1% of that will actually get done. We're going to save you money. We're going to lower taxes. We're going to do it. And then they join the Boys and Girls Club of Washington, and they become millionaires. We never hear from them again. So I'm really, really big on that. I'd love to see hundreds of thousands of pictures posted where it says, I voted, and make a difference. If you don't vote, you got to keep your mouth shut. Just that simple.
Well, I'm going to keep my mouth shut then. No, I vote. And we all should vote, especially for the right people to do the things they need to do here on these election times coming up. The main election happens in November, and it's the midterm. So it's a real important election time, believe it or not. Maybe more important even than the every 4 years for the president. If we got something good going on, let's keep it going so it doesn't get stagnant or bogged down. Let's make sure that we, keep that rolling. November's going to be it. It's going to be around the corner before you know it. We're already into April. Can you believe that? Oh, my Lord, have mercy. It just makes your head turn like Linda Blair in The Exorcist. If you ever seen that movie, you know what I'm talking about. It's crazy. We're already into the second quarter of this year, and it will fly by in a minute. And looking forward to the springtime. It's been a rainy day today here in North Texas. Earlier, it's really raining hard for most of the night and morning, but it's not raining now, but still cloudy and wet out on the road. So if you're driving in North Texas, please be safe out there, and don't let that get away from you in your driving, because Too many things happen when you're least expected, hitting those puddles of water or the slippiness on the road. Um, and Judge Gregory says, Amen. We lose when we don't take the time to vote. People sneak in and change everything and not for the better. And that's what I'm saying, and thank you, Judge, for making that comment. Appreciate that. But he's exactly right. And besides that, he's also running for reelection in November. And if you're in that precinct out there in Tarrant County, Precinct 4, even if you're not in that precinct, but you know people in that precinct, and encourage them to vote for Judge Gregory. Oh, the man is in. I got to.
You guys got 60 seconds, and your caller's on hold.
Okay.
Got it.
We forgot to call a while ago, didn't we?
No, he was going to call back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, Al didn't call back. I don't know where he was. He's a nice fellow too.
Yeah, I thought we lost. I mean, I didn't think about it till just now because you said he's going to call back, and we didn't hear from him.
He might have got enough out of your dealer there in Louisville. So.
There you go. Yeah, that's probably good. It's probably what happened. But we'll take all your calls.
Do you have a mantra that has to go with your marketing?
Okay. Yeah, buy Volkswagen or die. That's the one I'd go with, wouldn't it be?
You want Bo to cut that commercial? Who's this? Quick?
That's Van Halen.
No, not even close.
That's Huey Lewis in the News, baby.
There you go.
Saw them in person in New York, Manhattan. Sweet.
833-787-1190 is the number. That's 833-787-1190. Let's go to the Automotive Edge hotline. And who do we have joining us today?
Hey, this is Ralph Paul. How you doing?
Ralph, what is going on, buddy?
I'm just hanging in there, trying to stay warm.
There you go. What's going on at your CBD store in Keller Day other than helping people better their lives?
Well, we've got all kinds of good things going on. One of our newer products is the Kava, which is a root from the South Pacific. There's no THC or CBD in it. And it's more of a mellowing drink. We have it in a gummy and also a seltzer. But, just so you guys know, as of March 31st, our state put some regulations on CBD. And what they really tried to do was get rid of the THCA, which is the pre-rolls and flower, those buds that you see in the vape.
Yep.
And these are products we don't sell.
Yep.
And so, again, we're all about health and wellness. And, probably one of our most popular products is that Relief Cream, which I know you like, and the gummies for sleep. And another really popular product lately is the Libido gummies.
Yep.
And we've been selling quite a bit of that.
I got to tell you, yesterday I redid my whole yard. I planted a bunch of stuff. My neighbor brought a bunch of stuff over for me to put down, mowed, edge, weed eated, cleaned out the flower. Man, I did everything. I spent about 4 hours outside, and I could barely stand up. And I knew I was going to be in bad shape. We went to the 7 o'clock service last night, and I could barely get out of my chair. Got home, put the cream on there, and within about 5 minutes, I was back in action. So I got to tell you, your CBD pain cream is one of the best things I've ever taken. I could have taken a pill or whatever the case may be. I put some cream on there, waited a little bit, and slept like a baby. So I want to let you know at yourcbdstorekeller.com, that's yourcbdstorekeller.com, it's not about the high, it's about the health. And the spray, the cream, there's so many great products out there that that you can acquire just to completely change your life. Because they say as we get older, the most important thing that we can have is a good night's sleep. Put aside the exercise and all that, which is good, eating right, fine, but a good night's sleep is the healthiest thing you can do to your body, and you have products that'll do just that.
Absolutely. And again, this is not medication. This is all natural. We're USDA approved organic, and we do ship for free. So give us a call. Let us educate you, and we'll be glad to help you. So I'm thinking that a lot of these smoke shops and stuff are going to disappear, and we'll be the last man standing.
Well, you
So
have
it's all good.
already between Watauga and Keller, 8 are gone. They've locked up and gone home,
wow.
but they were all about the high. It's not about the health. It
Yeah.
was all about the high and what kind of buzz you could get. And every time that people are coming in there, we're hearing them talking about. In fact, the last person I talked to was that your store took their child completely off their ADD medication, and they were taking a tincture and a water soluble. The kids' grades went up. There was no more problems in school and this, that, and the other. And we're not saying don't go see your doctor and don't take this, that, or the other, but stop into your CBD store or give them a call. Go to yourcbdstorekeller.com. There's the phone number, and have a conversation and try some natural products just to see what it'll do. I've got 9 family members and friends that take CBD on a regular basis, and when they heard they might be removing it, went into panic. But now we know that there's some changes coming, but you guys are there for the long haul.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And, it's, again, we're in the fourth quarter, and we just enjoy helping people. And, our staff is going to be there today, and they're very knowledgeable, and we would love to help you.
Now, who's in the
Keep in
fourth
mind, we
quarter?
give all of your listeners 20% off.
There we go, 20% off if you
Fourth
go
quarter.
yourcbdstorekeller.com. There's a phone number there. You place your order, they're going to ship for free, 20% discount just by saying the Automotive Edge. And Bo, you're in your 5th quarter, dude.
I'm at halftime.
You're on borrowed time.
I'm on halftime. I'm taking a break.
Ralph, we appreciate you, buddy. That's yourcbdstorekeller.com. Yourcbdstorekeller.com. I take the product every day. Took it last night. Took my product this morning. From the weight loss product to collagen creams to the seltzers. I've got one guy that completely quit drinking, and all he drinks now are your seltzers. So thanks for you, Carol, Chrissy, Hannah, Jeremy, the whole crew over there for what you're doing for people.
Yep, we appreciate you.
All right, that's yourcbdstorekeller.com. Log on now. I'm telling you, he's got products there to change your life. Back in the saddle with us, Big Dan Smith, general manager here. His new career travels into the world of Volkswagen.
Yes, sir.
I bet you never put that on your resume for future plans, did you?
I did not. But you know what? The good thing about
God's got a great sense of humor, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
He made all 3 of us.
That's right. That's right. No, I mean it's a great product. I was with Honda for over 30 years, and this is just a new start, a new beginning, and excitement, and it's like being reborn again.
It's got to be energizing to come in and when you have 100 employees and come in and try to figure out what's going on and create a better culture, because a lot of times you go in and take over, so they got a good culture, but there needs to be some tweaking. And where we have to get back to the basic block and tackle. And every time I took over a dealership, which I ran 4 different groups, I would put on the board block and tackle, and they're like, oh boy, what are we gonna? So you got to get back to the basics. You can't, if you try to reinvent the wheel, you're going to take it out of round somewhere. The wheel is round. It's just, how can you enhance the performance?
Correct. Yeah.
What is the myth or the wrong myth of a Volkswagen that people have?
I think it's kind of a forgotten product. It used to be, I mean, you were talking earlier about all your memories with Volkswagen. And they went through a rough patch with the diesels, and I think a lot of people got bad taste in their mouths, but they went back to ground zero and started with a new foundation. And if you haven't seen a Volkswagen in a while, I was
shocking,
pleasantly surprised.
No, it's shocking. I can tell you that right now. The dealership's shocking in itself. It's gorgeous here in Louisville at Fox and 35E in Louisville, Texas, and the vehicles are gorgeous.
Yeah,
they're absolutely stunning. And that's the thing, is that Kurt and I talk about that a lot, of how sometimes something that gets in somebody's head, it never goes away. And there are cures. You know,
Yeah.
Well, you know, I asked you earlier in the show, and the one big thing is the misnomer, because I talk about, you know, Volkswagen is a precision tuned automobile, and they go, oh, kind of, well, that's got to be like Porsche and Audi, and you know, they're so expensive. I said, well, time out. The one thing about a Volkswagen is if you're driving, when you barely touch the steering wheel, the vehicle's reacting. That's what I call precision tuned. I mean, the vehicle's ready
Kind
to
of a
react.
sports wheel.
And they're going, my gosh, that must be very expensive to maintain it, you know. And sometimes I have to catch myself when I say a fully precision and tuned automobile. I love the way it handles. I mean, it is different from a Honda or a Toyota or it's just its own identity and entity. And I tell people that doesn't mean that when you pull up the service department, you get raked over the coals because you're driving German engineering.
No, and as we said earlier, you know, oil change isn't going to cost you $400. A brake job isn't going to cost you $700-800, which is what you're talking about, the precision tuned machines. This is German precision engineering with standard maintenance cost.
Right.
They still
So-
make this rack and pinion. Is that still a thing, or is
I don't think so. No.
is it all just?
Yeah. So this was encouraging as well, which was kind of shocking actually, that we were above Honda in market results and right behind Toyota. So
That is a great thing. Right
yeah,
there.
it's coming up. It's coming up, and I'm excited to be here for the rise. And we've got a great team, and they're positive. They're helpful.
And they're knowledgeable.
they're
'Cause I know what you
knowledgeable.
got here now.
Yeah.
And you got quite the cornucopia of pre-owned cars. I've walked your inventory 3 times, and buddy, there's almost not a brand you don't have out there, which tells you,
Right,
it's different times when you pull up and I remember the days where people go, look, I know what I bought. How bad am I going to take it in the shorts? Those days are gone.
Right. No, I've got every make and model almost known to man out there. I've got 104 different sport utilities, sedans, sports cars. So
I mean, from Volkswagen to Genesis and everything in between.
absolutely.
And pick 'em up trucks. Got to have them pick 'em up trucks.
Yeah, got
Especially
plenty,
here in Louisville, Texas.
got plenty of those. Got plenty of trucks and big SUVs, family haulers.
Yep.
So
Got to have them. So let me ask you, back in your service department, I know that you're new here. I bet you're seeing some pretty big ticket items as I'm going around to the different dealers and spending time not only in fixed but variable. A lot of people are putting a lot of coin in their car these days.
yeah, a lot of people decided to just maintain them and drive them till the wheels fall off, and we can help you do that too if that's what you want to do. Maybe you're putting off buying a new car because of you're trying to save for a house or remodeling or whatever the case may be. We can help you keep your car on the road too if you're planning on staying in it a long time. Otherwise, we'll just trade you out of it and put you in something new under warranty.
All right, guys. Well, one of my favorite vehicles now. I drove it. I like it. The blue one on the showroom floor is for sale. I know that would look so much better in my garage.
Mm-hmm.
It
Would look better in my garage.
Yeah, Melinda will be here about 2 p.m.
There you
I
go.
told her you'd be gone, and we'd
Make a deal with him.
It's funny how that always works out.
Well, we did the same thing with Honda, so why wouldn't we keep doing the same thing with Volkswagen?
Yeah, I got a phone call going, hey, you know what, though? I got to tell you what, I will tell the story. So my son, I said, if you graduate college with honors, you can drive whatever dad owns. So I had a Chevy Silverado, right? And so he comes in, I get the keys to his car, and I said, buddy, you can't afford this. But no, I'm just telling you, you get to take it. Well, I just had custom leather put in. He went to see my friend at the leather shop and had his leather put in.
Oh, no.
Then he drove it for 6 months and went, Dad, I can't afford it. Okay.
But
what do you want?
enjoy the leather.
Enjoy that leather. He said, I want a new Honda. So we go over there and they have the Honda Elite. All the bells, heads up display. And I went, you know what? Good kid, never been in trouble. You can have it. So I told him, here's the deal. I got 10 grand in equity. I want half the money in a check, and you take the $5 grand and put it down. No problem.
Plus the tax savings.
Yeah. So a week goes by.
Yeah, that's big.
I don't have my check.
Here we go.
Then I go over and
He wants to
what was the
finance that?
finance director's name? he wound up going down to Waxahachie or whatever and taking over the
Tyler. Yeah.
So I walk into Tyler and Tyler, we got a little problem. What's the problem? I need my 5Gs. He goes, hang on a minute. Finance guy comes over and he goes, hey, Mr. Chase, we don't owe you $5,000. Well, we got a big problem here because I'm going to go see Big Dan or Elatrosh. I'm going to get my money. And he goes, no. Your son said, go ahead and put it all down and lower my dad's payment. My son said that.
Lower my dad's payment. Wow,
so
that's greatness.
I call.
He was a good kid up until that point.
I call
That's when it
Colton
went
up. I
south.
said, Colton, what happened? He goes, oh, Dad, I saw the payment. I figured just go ahead and roll all of it in there and help you out. And I went,
Help me.
you
out.
made that decision for me. And he goes, yeah, aren't you happy? I got to go, Colton.
I'm ecstatic.
I looked over. Here's my wife.
Leave
honey.
it alone.
He was thinking about you.
Yeah,
No.
it was.
I told him what to do.
Right.
So anyway, yeah.
60.
And then sure enough, I had to pay for a new windshield. You know what a heads-up display windshield costs? It ain't like a regular windshield.
I'm guessing about close to $1,000.
No,
You better go north of that, buddy.
I mean, our cost is probably $1,300, $1,400.
Oh wow! Don't get one then. Is what
Yeah.
I would suggest.
Yeah.
$1,762 to be exact.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I love my son. So anytime a family members come in to see Dan, they've left in whatever Dan's selling.
Mhm.
So
I've had friends already call me, so I guess we're doing Volkswagen now, huh? I'm like,
That's true.
yeah, absolutely.
No
Right.
reason not to, right?
And most of them lease anyway. So
There
it's
you go.
like, you know,
hey, let's take a quick break. When we get
Sorry.
back, we got some great specials to hit you up with here and let you know why you need to come out and see Big Dan Smith. 833-787-1190. Be right back. Who's this?
That is Stevie Wonder. Stumbled around there for a little bit, but
Yeah.
I couldn't see what I was saying.
you couldn't see yourself naming that song.
Yeah.
Bo wants to take your ID Buzz to Tulsa.
Yeah, done. Now you're going to have to stop at Bucky's to charge, but they got the superchargers.
We actually had a better plan.
No way. I did not get in that van with you.
What did
so-
y'all
No,
scheme
stop.
up while I've
Where's
been
the y'all
gone?
part again?
Actually, to drive it to Tulsa and leave it.
Oh yeah,
Fly back. Say, hey, we couldn't get it charged, so it's up
yeah.
to Tulsa.
They don't have any power up here in Tulsa.
They're just blacked out.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what? I had a family that the husband, him and I, we didn't click at all. The wife and I, eye to eye, had to have electric. And she goes, Kurt, you're not going to believe this. So what? She goes, we're going to Niagara Falls. I went, hey, I've been there a dozen times. Great place. In fact, they added the steps down there and upgraded it, blah, blah, blah. And
Is it worth the trip, really?
It's cool. If you've never been there, but I was born in Brooklyn.
Okay.
And I've been up there to see. I got a ton of family still up there. And at
There you
first,
go.
you'd go to the edge, and it was cool. You'd hear it. I mean, it's incredibly loud. But then they stair stepped it where you get down. You're going to get wet.
Yeah.
But the only thing I won't do is they have the boat that gets close to the
No.
edge.
No.
Not going to happen.
No.
Yeah. Remember, Houdini didn't do real well. So, and a few other people that tried that. So, why they really think that boat is always going to turn around, I'm not in. But once you get down there and you see just, it's one of the wonders of the world.
How many millions of gallons is a second?
Oh, I don't remember
forgot.
the numbers. It's just
It's crazy.
I've seen the Roaring Rapids
Mhm.
magnified by 100,
Wow.
and it's just absolutely incredible.
Okay. Well,
But anyway, so they said they're going to make the trip. She calls me halfway there, and she goes, "Do you know a dealer in North Carolina?" I went, "No." Why? She goes, "Because we're trading today. Do you know how many times we've stopped to charge our vehicle?
yeah.
And we're not even halfway there." And I went, she goes, "Here, let me put my husband on the phone." So you can hear him shut the door, and he goes, "Man, I am in so much trouble right now. We're looking at either divorce or I'm going to take him to shore." I said, "Hey, no problem."
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, had to have it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just don't know that my first trip would have been to New York.
No.
Maybe
Maybe-
Waxahachie.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe from here
Denton.
Maybe Terrell or
from here to
something.
Dallas, Fort Worth.
Oh, yeah. That, I don't know about all that.
Yeah.
But everybody.
That's why. So, how's Volkswagen doing with hybrids? You have,
Good. I mean, we They don't have many electrics left anymore. We got the
Right, of
we got the
course.
ID4, we got the Buzz, but
But you're keeping the 4.
yes,
Yeah.
And then the Buzz.
30
As
seconds.
soon as Volkswagen talks to the creators about Kirk's idea of the gas,
Nice,
and they're
that'd
coming
be
out with that. New 27 Atlas is coming out. It's going to be a home run. I mean, it's beautiful. It was just debate.
Of a hybrid, you mean?
No.
Oh,
I'm just talking about it in
Oh,
general.
in general.
Just
okay.
a lineup.
Okay.
And they debuted that at the International Auto Show in New York, and it's really good.
Home run.
Yeah, and then the Jetta's under 25 grand. So I mean,
There you
I got economics, and I got luxury.
Yep.
And a little bit of both in between.
Sorry.
Who's
economy.
this?
Oh, that's
Superstition.
Stevie Wonder.
That's right.
Bill.
Hey, I want to thank you for making him look great on that photo. It's in Facebook.
This is Bo, and this is Kurt.
Yes, I'm Bo.
Bo, Kurt.
Nice to meet you. We have talked.
Buddy. What?
Yes, superstitious.
You know what, car guy. they look at his wife, car guy.
Yeah.
Good for you. 833-787-1190 is the number. Joining us, Dan Smith, General Manager here at Louisville Volkswagen. Let's run through this Atlas, 0 for 60 months. Now, if you were watching, I was watching this Business Weekly or whatever it was on TV, and they're going, bad time to buy a car. Leases are horrible. Interest rates are high. Terms are I'm going, you know what? Shame on you for not giving the real facts. Did you know that there's over 120 models right now in the industry at 0 APR? 0.
I forgot
No
to
money.
mention that, though.
So you got Atlas 0 for 60 months or $1,000 retail bonus cash plus $1,000 dealer bonus on lease. Then you have the Atlas Cross Sport. Oh, I got to go see the Cross Sport. I want the blue one here.
Yeah.
$2,500 retail customer bonus cash. Another $1,000 on lease. You think $1,000 on lease? That's about $30 a month you save in payments. The Tiguan 0.9 for 60 months. We're up to $1,000 retail bonus cash. The Taos 3.9 for 60 months. The Golf GTI, well, you never see a good interest rate on that. You get a fantastic rate. And the ID4 1.9%. And on and on and on.
Yeah.
So come out and see Dan. Let him know you're listening to the Automotive Edge radio show and experience the drive. And then what we want you to do is after you meet Dan and drive the Volkswagen, we want you calling in on the radio show and talking about it. And remember, we don't screen our calls. Be wide open and talk to us about your thoughts on it. So let me ask you, when somebody comes in to work a car deal, what's your process?
Well, make sure that they have introduced themselves properly to the guests. Make sure that they have sat down and done a proper needs analysis. Get some basic information, get them put in the system, and find out what they're truly trying to accomplish. Versus a lot of places. I don't know if you have ever worked in a car dealership, Kurt, but a lot of places on Saturday they have hit cars.
Yeah,
a $500 Mini or $1,000 Mini. So those salespeople are going to take you to what?
Yeah, shove it down your throat motor.
What they want you to buy.
That's right.
Okay. What I've told my sales consultants is to sit down with the guest, find out what they're trying to accomplish, have a conversation. It doesn't have to be a hard process.
No.
Okay. It's two people talking about something that we have that they need or want.
Yep.
And find out if they're trading anything in, and if so, what in their current vehicle do they want to in their new vehicle?
Yeah, you can't be wrong if you're sitting down and doing a wants and needs analysis. And I just got through working with 6 salespeople, showing them how to do an interview in less than 3 minutes. So if you know your customers' wants and needs, you know your product, and you know your inventory where it is. How much easier is that?
Well, I always say, hey, tell your guest, if you'll give me 10 minutes of your time, I can save you about an hour and a half.
Pretty nice.
Now, a lot of people value time more than money.
100%.
Okay. And sometimes I do, especially when I'm up late working on stuff. You know, I'm like, man, I just wish I had some more time. Well, you know, if you're telling me if I give you 10 minutes, you'll save me an hour and a half. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a buyer.
Okay.
Yep.
And it makes it less painful for the guest. It makes it less painful for the sales consultant. Things go smoother as far as the transaction into F&I. And, you know, these people that go and they spend 7, 8, 9 hours at a dealership, no
And
wonder.
sometimes for nothing.
No wonder they hate it. Yeah. And sometimes for nothing.
You know, the other thing too is conditioning mentally the consumer, which I tell all the time. Every time I talk to somebody, walk in and sit down with the salesman and tell him what your objectives are. Don't wait to hear everything that he has to say. What's important is the old rule: 2 ears and 1 mouth.
Right.
Is sit down and go, hey, here's the deal. I'm looking for a small SUV. I'm looking for this. I'm looking for that. With that, I'm looking for a light color or a dark color, whatever the case may be. Tell me how you can assist me. I mean, and I can't promote that enough. And they went, you have dealers that'll sit down and talk to me. I'm like, well, if they don't, you're at the wrong place.
Yeah.
Why do you want to walk all around the lot hoping to find something, and then you're bored and tired, and then you get in, you got to go through the negotiation, through the trade appraisal, blah, blah. You know what? Here's the deal for me. I tell the consumer, when you pull up, get the trade out of the way. Here, I'm thinking about trading in this vehicle, so go ahead and get appraised. I want to have a conversation. I'm looking for this. How can you help me?
Well, I always view it as a jigsaw puzzle, right? Car deal is a jigsaw puzzle. And by sitting down, taking that 10 minutes, asking the right questions, you get all the pieces you need to put a deal together. If you skip steps and walk around the lot and, this, that, the other thing, then you'll end up missing 2 or 3 pieces and that deal will never come together.
That's right. Yeah, I'm really big on that interaction. And I tell people the same thing. If they could sit you down and cut out half the time you thought you were going to be there, and you know exactly what's going on from hello to congratulations, why would you not? But so many people say, I'm just looking. You know, I've gotten in trouble so many times, like your Ben's brother. This one guy, he lit me up. He goes, I want to talk to your boss. He called me. He goes, hey, stop with the Ben stuff. I went, oh, your Ben's brother, Ben looking. And they just, you know, for me, like you said, what's more important, especially since I'm in the 4th quarter of my life, is time. And they said, well, you know, you're a car guy. You get to do it differently. I don't do it any differently than what you should be doing. Here's the keys to my car. Let's go ahead and get that knocked out. And here's what's important to me.
Yeah.
And just get it done. It's really is that simple, but we've been programmed through parents and grandparents and everybody else on this is what's going to happen and this is what you should do. And then the other misnomer I want to pull away is I still hear it that when you drive a car off the lot, you lose 30 to 35%. I'm like, what are you buying? What in the world did you just do to lose 35% the moment you drive over the curb?
Yeah. And
with the used car market as high as it is, there's no way you're losing that.
No.
I mean, if you're paying, you know, okay, hey, Dan, I'd like to give you $10,000 over sticker on that vehicle, and I want everything you can possibly put on it. I'm still not going to lose 30%.
You're not going to not sell it, are you?
No.
If he offers that, right?
No, not at all.
Now, let's take a quick break. Bottom of the hour, we got a couple more segments. Joining us, Dan Smith, General Manager here, Louisville Volkswagen, 35 and Fox Avenue. Come see us. We'll be right back. Who's this?
Van Halen.
Who's singing?
Hagar.
There you go.
And what's his nickname?
Red Rocker.
Wow.
Look at this guy.
3 for 3, big guy.
It's 80s.
80s rock. Come see Dan Smith and learn about 80s rock here.
You know what? If you think back,
Louisville Volkswagen. Forget
when you
the
go
cars.
through all the bands, nobody has come around
Since those kind of days.
when you think of Van Halen, Boston, Foghat, Led Zeppelin. I mean, go down. Since 2010, name a big rock and roll band.
Good question.
Yeah.
And most of those are selling out from the era too, because there's not any of that.
Yeah.
And you know, you just
What-
just like the Stones. You know, I mean, they show up and it's like it was back when in the day.
Look at all the Eagles concerts sold out already.
It's already back coming in Dallas, sold out. And it's
We say flying one more time or something. I forgot what they're calling
well,
it.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's the era of
Got
music.
Vince Gill on there, and then they got one of the guitar players. His father was original member. At
Right.
Passed away.
For Glenn
I
Fry.
saw
Yeah.
Vince Gill at Billy Bob's.
Oh, he's fantastic.
Man, what a great
Wow.
show he puts on, man. And he's so humble.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
is.
He's very humble. You know?
Married to Amy Grant.
Grant,
I
that's
believe.
correct.
Amy Grant. Yeah.
Been together a long time.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a real talent. He used to be a guitar player for Emmylou Harris back in the day before we
Yes.
even got going.
Yes.
But he's a picker, I can tell you
Yeah.
that, as well as a singer.
Yeah.
You got to tell people that name a band, but here's the thing: the only ones that have come up and taken over and have put out music that has been very popular and you can name is country music.
True.
Mhm.
But as far as rock and roll,
Yeah. Now it's country rock.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Country rock. Guess what? I'm going to go see the end of this month.
are you going to go see Lionel Richie?
No, but I would like.
probably doesn't know who that
Him and the
I would've-
Commodores are.
I would have gone and saw the Commodores.
Yeah,
Easy like Sunday morning.
yeah.
Yeah. No doubt.
Travis Tritt at Billy
No
Bob's.
way.
Now that was one talented
Travis
son of
Tritt.
a gun right there.
He had come to
Talent.
WinStar, and we were going to go, and something came up, and we weren't able to. But he's coming back through Billy Bob's, and I've already called my buddy
Sweet.
Marty Travis. He's the GM over at Billy Bob's, and I said, "Hey, Marty, can you get my wife and I in?" He goes, "Yeah, absolutely." So,
Are they related?
I'm excited. No, they're not related. But he's been.
Well, a lot of these people are now in Branson. I was shocked when you look at the lineup in Branson, or all the big
Yeah.
names that used to be.
But Marty's been there for 30 years or so.
Marty's-
Marty Travis.
okay.
At Billy Bob's, and then he went away for a while. And they asked him to come back. So I've seen some really good people at Billy Bob's.
When we was playing with Kelly Ford, we opened for Marty Stewart.
Okay,
What
Oh,
a
wow.
talent that
Yeah,
guy is. I got
yeah.
to spend about 20 minutes with him backstage, and he was
He's really big in Branson.
another humble guy.
Mhm.
We talked. I just told him how much I just was enamored by him,
Yeah,
and he's super talented.
yep.
I never really got into country music except for in the old days, but I was lucky. The day they opened up Gilley's down in Pasadena, I was there for the grand
There
opening.
you go.
And a friend of mine, his aunt was a money person at Gilley's, and so we got to go in there and meet Mickey Gilley, and
Super.
Ronnie Millsap was
Oh, yeah,
there. And,
awesome.
it was absolutely incredible. But think
Wow.
about it: the days when you had Alan Jackson, Dwight Yoakam,
Yeah,
George Strait. I mean, that was when.
we went and saw Gabby Barrett there and went backstage.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's funny, my wife and I went backstage, and we met her and blah blah blah. And then we kept on moving, and I said, she looked pregnant to you? And my wife's like, what? I said, she looked pregnant to me. A couple months later,
She announced it.
they announced they're having a kid. It was weird. It was
Yeah,
crazy.
that's funny.
You a
But,
big Def Leppard fan?
yeah.
My
So-
wife, that's like her favorite band.
Don't waste your money on the concert, though. It's not good live anymore.
Well, see, I got her the package and we got a limousine.
Okay.
I've been to one concert my whole life.
Yeah, we
I don't
went.
do concerts.
We went with Journey, Def Leppard, and Steve Miller.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the Globe.
All right, who sings this?
I want to say Steppenwolf, but I don't think that's
No,
right.
that's not. I can't remember.
All right, you're fired.
No. Been fired a bunch of times already. I'm still
833-787-1190. Jason, would you like to tell him who was singing that song, please?
here. You didn't know either.
Jason checked out.
Now it's Foghat.
There you go.
Oh, okay. That's why I couldn't remember.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to remember that name.
That's what I said, Steppenwolf.
So your forecast for Q2, everybody thinks, the Chicken Little syndrome, the sky is falling. We got the straits that are under attack right now by Iran with oil, this, that, and the other. I think that Q2 is going to be a banner quarter.
Yeah, I think it's all pointing that way. Dealers have inventory that runneth over as far as the new car side. The used car values are going up, so they get more for their trade. Manufacturers are stepping up with incentives like you just talked
And
about.
what do you have as a day supply?
Right now, we have 300 new cars in stock. We got about a 3.5 month day supply.
Got it.
So we gotta turn and burn.
So we're sitting on a 100-day supply. What does that mean to you? Buy. Now, used car, you don't have 100 days.
No, used car. I've got about a 40-day supply, but that's okay. That's okay.
So think about that, Mr. and Mrs. Consumer. You're going to get more for your trade than we've seen since COVID, but you're still way above MMR. You're still way above MMR, and you're getting the biggest discounts and 0 APR. I don't know what's holding you up when you're getting the best of both worlds, which is going to be the time. And I tell people, they say, well, you're responsible to these dealers to sell cars. True that I am a lead supplier. I'm not a broker. But I keep telling people, I monitor the market all the time. And when COVID hit, I was telling them, do not buy a new car. Don't buy a new car. Well, what did I know? Well, $7,000 in negative equity later,
wow,
you get it. But now I'm telling you, the supplies are up. We moved from 10.2 years to 12.2 years of ownership, which blows me away. I can't even wrap my brain around it when you're still selling. What would that be? 46, 56, 62 million cars a year on average. I still don't understand that, but
and 20% of those are leases, which have got to move the number down, and it still went up.
Yeah,
2 years.
Yeah, because the big thing was in 2023, over almost 3.5 million lease returns did not make it back to market. 2024 dropped to 2.9 million. 2025. 2.5 million. When you add all that up, that's over 8 million cars that did not come back to the used car market, which continue to raise the price of used cars.
Yeah, supply and demand.
Yeah, because I remember years ago, I used to go, "Hey, I got a buddy going to the auction. I don't need your help." Those days he ain't your buddy no more because you're paying a premium for the car. Then you got to hope. I don't know. When I was the last dealership I was running, I was paying about $175 on the insurance for a turnaround if I didn't want the car.
Okay.
And then when I got
one.
it,
I got one for you.
I looked at Recon. I'm like, hang on, I got a Recon here, way over ahead. It's not the car that I thought would be in. Okay, take it back. So that's $175 a car. That had to be added somewhere.
Sure.
It had to be spread over. It's not like I'm just eating $175. We had to, on your P&L, that had to balance out what you were doing with it. And then I was like, hang on just a second. So I told my salespeople, look, I'll pay you $200 for every car that we're able to buy. And I'll pay you another $200 if you didn't sell it when it sells. Let me just tell you what, my guys were all over the phones acquiring automobiles because the auction is not like it used to be.
Yeah, I do the same thing with my service advisors and my salespeople for street purchases or job purchases. But let me ask you a question. Just talk about the used car market for just a second. Vision for yourself, a 2014 old body style Golf, okay, 198,000 miles. What does that bring at the auction?
2014, 190,000 miles.
198,000 miles, silver, old body style Golf.
2014, 11-year-old, 12-year-old car.
2000?
Oh, no. I would say 7,500.
So that was retail.
Okay.
It brought $4,100 at the auction.
Sweet. Wow, that's crazy.
$4,100.
Oh, you're saying auction price?
Yeah, auction.
4,100.
Yeah. Yeah, MMR was right at 775. You're right. So if that doesn't tell you what's going on with the car market right now.
People huddling around a 200,000 mile car bidding it. Wow.
Yeah.
Which we've never seen before.
No.
Mm-mm.
No, I'm thinking what Bo said. Oh, it was probably $2,000 car.
Right. Back in the day, I guess.
Maybe.
Back in the day, we had, remember cash corrals?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
You'd have a dozen plus cash corral car back there that we put Band-Aids all over, cleaned them up. And
yeah.
It as is was doubled in size on the print.
It was actually painted on the car.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt.
So let me ask you a question. How is extended warranty penetration?
We run about 52, 53%. But we also run about the same on leases for maintenance. So with 20% leasing 80% retail. We're running probably, if it's converted, probably 65%.
I tell people now that extended warranties, not extended service there's a difference between, we hear, and a lot of people aren't going, extended warranties has been taken out of a lot of the manufacturers. They're requiring that you don't say that because you're not extending the factory warranty. You're adding an extended warranty to the vehicle. So everybody has their different verbiage. But with the internal costs going up, because every dealer is asking for an increase.
Yeah.
Everybody's wanting that labor increase on the back end. Then you got your parts markup. It's one of the safest policies that you can buy. So I have people go, "Hey, Kurt, you talk about how great these vehicles are. Why in the heck would I want a service contract?" Well, hang on just a second. After that 3 years, why would you not want to protect that vehicle? Because the labor costs and labor parts, those two things are not going down. When they build them better, if there's less need, guess what? Then they're buying less parts. So the parts that they're buying in a lower production cost more money.
Right. And when something does break, it's expensive.
Plus, after 3 years, everything goes up anyway.
Yeah, we
On top
call
of that.
them vehicle service contracts or vehicle maintenance contracts, because you're right. You're not extending the manufacturer's warranty. You're protecting everything that the manufacturer's warranty doesn't cover past the 336 or 40 or 50 or whatever the manufacturer's warranty is from the factory. So
And protect the depreciating asset.
and you have insurance on your cell phone.
Yeah.
1 minute.
You have insurance on your home.
Yeah. I pay, $15 a month for insurance on my cell phone, and for an extra $30 to $50 a month, you can have the same type of or better coverage on
Your vehicle.
your
And the
vehicle.
cost per replacement is 1,000 times greater.
Sure. And they don't give me a loaner when my phone's broken either.
Yeah.
So I have to go get a brand new one. So we're also going to make sure that you have something to drive when you bring it in.
That's nice.
Let's take a quick break, and we're going to get things wrapped up. Come see us today. The skies are clearing out here at Louisville Volkswagen, 35 in Fox Avenue. See my buddy Big Dan Smith, and let him take care of your Volkswagen needs, whether it's today, tomorrow, next week, next month. He's here for you. We'll be right back.
This is Lionel Richie.
Who's this? Oh, there you go. This video that he made, I got to watch that, how they built that stage that rotated.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Wow.
He's one of my favorites. So he's doing a show with the Commodores and then his own show.
Well, that's how it all got started. So why
At
not?
American Airlines.
Oh,
Pretty
nice.
sweet.
Is that this year?
Yeah, it's the end of this month.
Oh, okay, cool.
When he originally joined them, he was a horn player.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he didn't even do anything except that. And then he worked his way up and then become the lead singer and
You
everything.
remember the story that was out when he disappeared off the face of the earth for a while?
No,
That his wife beat the snot out
I
of him?
didn't ever know that.
Yeah.
It came out that his wife just put a whooping on him. And whether it was true or not, no one knew, but he just went silent.
Yeah.
And now he's back, and he never wrote a bad song.
No, he didn't.
Very good entertainer.
I knew he played piano, but I didn't know
Yeah.
he played horn.
Yeah, he was a horn player.
I love him on American Idol. I love the way he talks to people.
Uh-huh.
I just do. I mean, what a class act.
Yeah, he's still around and still kicking and still packing them in. So
I think the 70s and the 80s were the greatest eras ever. I do. You didn't hear all the crazy thing on the news. There was so much more good stuff on the news, and now you turn it on, it's rape, pillage, and burn, and everything else. You just can't even. If I wait till 10:21, it's weather and sports. The rest of it.
Yeah, I just ask Alexa what the weather's going to be. I don't watch the news.
It is a whooping.
Yeah.
I got a friend that I haven't talked to in a year, and he called me up and he goes, "Hey, are you done being a butthead?" I said, "You done watching news?" Every time I'm around, did you hear? No, I didn't. You're like the Rona Barrett of Fox News or whatever it is. I don't care.
Uh-huh.
Lionel Richie was a saxophone player with the Commodores wherever he started moving up. I guess
There
you
you go.
find out talent rises when you're in something like that.
Yeah,
right?
I guess so.
I mean, he went from that to, I guess, then keyboard, then lead singer, and
Yeah.
and on his own.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the Commodores and Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yeah.
I loved
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
everything they
oh my
wrote.
Gosh.
I saw Earth, Wind, and Fire.
That September
concert,
song is
Yeah.
phenomenal.
I saw Earth, Wind, and Fire. Yeah, sure did.
Well, was it recent or because one of the
It's
guys
been
died?
7 years
Philip
ago.
Bailey died, I think.
Yeah, Philip Bailey was there at the time.
Oh, okay.
But he's gone. He's gone. But this was probably 7-8 years ago, maybe. I had no
I got to go see
I have no
Casey and the
concept.
Sunshine Band, Gloria Gaynor, and Kool and the Gang was my first concert to go to.
Nice.
And I got to tell you what, KC had gotten so big it was terrible. We're out there at the racetrack in Grand Prairie,
Yeah.
and man, he still had that shuffle, but he'd go to the side and you see him hitting on the oxygen mask. They didn't have the curtains out far enough, and I'm sitting on the corner. I'm like, he's taking in fresh oxygen,
Yeah.
But he put on a great show. The Gloria Gaynor had come out, and then Kool and the Gang just blew it out of the water. I used to manage nightclubs, and I started out at 17 years old as a bouncer, and I just loved that era. It was just, it was funny. I told a buddy of mine when I was in the nightclub business, ecstasy was legal. He goes, "You're kidding?" I said, "No, they sell
Those were the days.
$5 for a hit at the door. And Yaha time at the nightclub."
Yeah.
So I saw the Doobie Brothers in Houston
I took,
that'd be
the day
cool.
with Michael McDonald.
I took my dad to see the Doobies with Journey.
Some good music
Journey-
right there.
Journey-
I'd love to go
and
see
Doobies.
Chicago.
Yeah, I saw them back in the day at old Six Flags.
Oh,
Was it
wow.
Starplex or whatever?
Right.
it
Oh
was?
yeah, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, Chicago. Talk about a horn section.
Oh well, that's
my
what they
God.
made. That's how they made it. I
Oh
think.
my
When I
God.
met Chris Stapleton, he said, "So I heard you only been to one concert, and he's waiting for me to give him some big name." And he goes, "Who is?" I said, "I went and saw Casey and the Sunshine Band." He's like, so I went and saw him at the House of Blues. He goes, "Well, I got a new buddy here. His second concert. I thought I had to step it up. Where's he at?" They put the light on me. I'm like, "No, they didn't."
Well,
Who's this right here?
It's Leopard, baby.
That's right. Boy, he's getting it like quick. We need to do that music trivia with Dan
no
one day.
doubt. Right, rock and rolling. Well,
He
he's
ain't missing
he's
it.
Nailed it every time.
Well, I got to tell you, I've been in this industry for 38 years, and I mean this with all my heart. I love this guy next to me. I've known him for many years now. When he was with the Huggins family, and then they changed names, and Dan and I have stayed friends. Forget the car part about it. We became friends. And then I heard he was out here, and I came out here. We shot the breeze, and he goes, "Hey, let's put something together here."
Yep.
So I can tell you that I know the guy's heart, which is so different than saying, "Hey, here's a good place to go buy a car. They got great deals." You got a good person here running the dealership that changes everything. And you know what? He's just as tangible to you, which you're way more important than I am, to say, "Hey,
He's right about that,
I'd
isn't
like to hang out and meet Dan." Yeah, maybe not as important as Bo, but I'm kind of in the mixer somewhere. I'm the guy on the bench, Kurt, grab your helmet. But anyway, you get to meet him, and then it just transcends all the way through the showroom floor. So he's accountable for everything. And that's why, when you come into the dealership and after a while you're like, "Hey, let me just talk to the manager," meet him up front. I always say, get that out of the way, because then you get the guy come back out going, "Hey, how's everything going?" He's on the showroom floor. He's not sitting back in the ivory tower. Remember that show with Howie Mandel, Deal or No Deal?
Oh yeah.
He's not the banker.
Yeah, right. Right.
It's a whole different setup with Dan. And even before, when he was with Elatrosh, a buddy of ours, he's always tangible. And that's what makes a dealership work is, I want to talk to the owner. Well, he's not available. I want to talk to the general manager. Oh, he's definitely not available. You don't have that problem here at the Volkswagen store. Second largest purchase of your life. Why not meet the boss? So if there's a problem, you want a guy that's going to make your problems almost transparent. What does that mean? We know there's a problem, but how fast did they fix it and take care of it where you're not upset? That's what is that worth? Well, it's worth its weight in gold. And so you have that mindset coming in, and I wish nothing but the best for you. I know you're going to do good because I know your heart. And plus, we both like good bourbon. And we're looking for this relationship because I'm accountable to you, the listener, but he's accountable to you, the customer. So you get the best of both worlds with an introduction to Dan. So why don't you run through your specials one more time before we sign out?
Yeah, right now 60 months for 0%. Also have a $1,000 dealer bonus on leases or just a cash purchase. The Atlas Cross Sport also has $2,500 rebate or 60 months at $349, and then $1,000 on leasing. 0.9, which is almost zero.
Yep.
For 60 months on the Tiguan, which we understand is a combination of
Tiger and iguana.
That is correct. See, and then we also have the Taos, which for a small little SUV, that Taos is nice.
And where's the Taos name come from?
Well, I would think that would be New Mexico.
I like it. Yeah. Okay. Good.
No,
there's no animal named Taos.
No.
Okay. Well, and then we got the ID4, 60 months, 1.9, or just $3,000 customer cash if you just want to stroke a check for it. So either way, we got you taken care of, whether it be sedan. I got the Jetta under 25 grand. I got the ID electric Buzz. I've got an SUV.
You got a Jetta under $25,000.
Yeah.
6,000 less than the average used car
That's
on a
right.
brand new Volkswagen.
That's right.
And then let's just say that new cars are not your thing. You're the one that has this mindset, I only buy pre-owned.
Uh-huh.
He's got about, other than Rolls Royce and Bentley and maybe a Lamborghini or Ferrari, he's got everything from Genesis to his own line of Volkswagen to pickup trucks. So you've got a great array of multi-products on a pre-owned lot. But remember this, Dan needs pre-owned. I'm telling you, graduation's fixing to bust loose, and they're putting all the money in the trades that they can put their hands on, not stand on an auction line and throw their hands up. Different times. So why not get all the money up front when you're acquiring a new vehicle? The more money, the lower the payment, the less you're paying in taxes. What a blessing that is when you're trading here at Louisville Volkswagen 35 and Fox Avenue. Just go to LouisvilleVolkswagen.com and take a look at all the specials. Come out and meet Dan. And
somebody that really cares. That's a big, big thing right there in this industry nowadays.
Absolutely.
So what did Dorothy Noon just post? What does that say?
I'm not real. I don't have my glasses on.
Yeah, it says, "'Cause you know that I have your back. You're what? Perfect.
Yeah,
Oh, by the way, Bo, I love you."
Can't see that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Say what you will.
Yeah.
You know, I got.
It always takes a family member to pat you on the back.
I got to tell you, your
like that.
service manager yelled at me
Why?
because I was getting on the Bo,
Yeah.
and she put her arm around it
Yeah.
and told me
Yeah.
to be nice to him.
Well, yeah.
What's the deal?
I mean,
What is it with Bo? What is that attraction that so many people have with him?
Kavarka.
Is he like that little brother you never had?
And he doesn't want.
I have a little brother.
Yeah.
I have a little brother. He's 9 years young. Well, he's a little big brother. I mean,
I got you.
he's 9 years younger than me.
Yeah.
But he's bigger.
Well, he's not little.
Oh, that's what I mean.
He's my little
I got you.
big brother.
I got you.
He's my
Adult.
little, but he's big.
Yeah. I just showed Bo a picture of my
Y'all,
little
my
big brother.
Lord. That guy, he's as wide as that ID bus
Wow.
right there. And I'm not
He is.
kidding.
Yeah, he used to wrestle on TV.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Yeah, he's
I'm
quite
telling
human being. He was born, he was like 11 pounds something.
Oh my, you're pulling off.
Oh, I know, natural.
Jeez. Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
And I went, so that didn't stop you. Well, no, she had 3 more after that.
Woo.
Yeah. So anyway, Jason, thanks for all your help today. We want to thank Dan Smith for having us out here at Louisville Volkswagen. Remember, go to theautomotiveedge.com for all your automotive needs, whether you're buying, selling, trading, leasing, parts, service, or body shop. We have you hooked up. Sign up for the newsletter and be sure to sign up on our YouTube page. Remember that he has risen. And it is Easter weekend. Turn off those electronics. Get reconnected. Tell that person you love them. Have a great weekend. Bo?
And be safe out in North Texas with the weather we've been having. It's wet out there. Drive safely and hope that you will have a super, super happy Easter and spend time with your family and tell them you love them.